Good afternoon. I'm late. A little late. Welcome in, Thursday Pagan. Astral, Rufus. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Salty Mike played with cargo timers. The C2 currently takes 4 hours to load with the automatic stuff. Good. Good. That's a nice, reasonable time. Which means that if you do it by yourself, it's faster. It'll only take you like 15, 30 minutes. Hopefully they have an Evil Cat patch tonight. Hopefully. None of the timer stuff is set, so who knows? Yeah. Again, I don't want it to be too easy for people to just automatically load a ship. It needs to be time. Zaguma! Welcome ended. 4 hours would require 8 bottles of water and 16 to 32 food items. Yeah, again, it's the first Evil Cat patch, so there'll be a lot of tweaks and numbers over the next week. Afternoon Glitch, welcome in. I take it Xenofret is finished, right? Chuff Mudda. Mudda. How you doing, sir? How's things? Test Battle, good afternoon. Thank you on YouTube, Zugama. Appreciate that. The doggos are doing very well, dude. Nova was a little bit sick today, but that's typical husky play. They love to puke out their lining in their stomachs for no reason whatsoever, just to be annoying. But he's doing well. Hey, Royal Star says, good afternoon. Looks like Xenophred is done, thank God! How are the servers, though? Hopefully the servers are good. Sup, Darn Fury, welcome in. Server's still shit? Oh. Alright, guys, pack up the stream. Yeah. Alright, we're sorted out. Let's get this uploaded here. Thank you for all the love on YouTube already. Appreciate that, guys. Song is cute. And we're ready to go. Make sure you get your Wednesdays in today, guys. All you have to do is type Wednesday in chat, and you can earn some extra entries for Sunday, which you'll need as many as you can. But since you guys are all here super, well, late, just like me, there you go. You can all have 50. Remember, EOM is on Sunday. This Sunday, we got an 18-hour and 20-minute stream to do as well. And I'm definitely going to have to find another game to play, because I don't know if I can do 18 hours of Star Citizen. I was kind of hoping maybe Free 24 would be on the PTU by then, but I doubt it, so... I got Helldivers ready to go just as a backup, but I think we're going to need another game. X4? I could do that, yeah. Alpha, welcome in. Thank you very much for the 33 month support. Appreciate that, dude. 07's to you. 07! Appreciate that, sir. W's and 07s in chat for that, please. Yeah, I mean, X4 could be a thing. I was watching Burks play it yesterday, but I was actually thinking of that chain game. Has anybody seen it? It's like 4-player, The Only Way Is Up, or whatever it's called. And you're all chained together and you've got to climb out of hell. Yeah, 90s. I wasn't feeling well this morning. I also went to bed really late because I was playing Evo Kate. I had hot spicy ramen last night. And let's just say it just didn't sit well with me for the beginning part of today. So I was like, hot caca on the fucking toilet. I'll sure welcome in. So I had to wait for that to pass. I wasn't going to sit here with grumbling stomach. Dante's Inferno is a game? It's kind of like that, yeah. Spicy stuff is hard? Yeah. Instant, like, spicy ramen is whoo! It gets you going, man. It goes in lovely and it comes out horrible. But for some reason, I enjoy the pain. Too many hot chips thanks to you guys. Holy shit, this song keeps going. You know what? I'm just gonna start the timer now and I'm just gonna skip because fuck me, that song goes on for another 2 minutes. Exactly, yeah. Hey, Ulifest, welcome in, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Oh, yes. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late, but obviously, had some issues with spicy ramen and late night of Evocati and all that good stuff. But we are here, a little bit late, 2 hours and 22 minutes late, but we are here. Hope everyone's doing well. We are live on Twitch and YouTube. Hope everyone's doing well. Exclamation mark live if you want to watch on YouTube. Obviously, it doesn't have music, and it supports the channel somehow. But yeah, welcome in, guys. Hope you're all doing well today. It's the 26th. And obviously, we've only got a few more days now until the 30th. So get your entries in for all that good stuff. And basically just type Wednesday today and sort it out. Why is this in my synthwave fucking album? I guess the person who makes this playlist added it in recently. Interesting. Wonder what other little surprises they've done. I don't even recognize that song. Anyway, hey Presley, how you doing? Giveaway live. Giveaway is on Sunday for our 18 hours and 25 minutes stream of Star Citizen Helldivers. Probably this chain game, I don't know. We'll need to try and find something, because I don't think I can do 18 hours of Star Citizen. If 324 was out, we could easily do it, but yeah. Hey Tyler, how you doing? It really, I'm about to get into it. It was really good actually. Surprisingly, the patch ran really well. Obviously it had like the 30k issues like you get with, you know, any patch with Star Citizen, I suppose. But yeah, apart from a few bugs and sort of like the kiosk sort of thing, really cool. Obviously the kiosk is missing a few things. Yeah, for a first build, it was really good. Like surprisingly, actually, I was like, I managed to get a couple of hours in quite easily by doing stuff, and then obviously it went to shit. There's a lot of memes. I 30k'd and I seem to have lost my personal hanger on Orison, which was kind of funny. So hopefully that can be fixed, because it just started giving me random hangers and the ship started falling through the ground and, oh, you know what I mean, like all these sort of things. An auto load. Yeah, but the thing is though, right now, obviously, Malshar, as I said earlier on in the intro of the stream, like that time right now is just set for whatever. It'll always go down or it'll go up, depending. But to be honest, I think that's fine for an auto load. If you're going to not play the game, it does it in an hour, right? Or 4 hours for a C2. I think that's perfectly fine, in my opinion. Because you can load a freelancer by yourself in matter of minutes, you know? Mike did? Did he slide into his chair? He seems to love to do that for the ones there. Has he got it here? Let's have a look. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, he's got I mean, yeah, oh, yeah, he slid in on the chair. Apparently only workaround for the busted personal hangers to recopy the character. Yeah. But again, first patch in Evocati is like, whatever, right? You know. It's still pretty cool. The meme was obviously like if you're somebody like that me that owns a capital, you get far too big a hanger. You know. And stuff like that. What the fuck is going on? No. Let's just put that on. Fucking smart shuffle, like. Oof. It's doing its own things. There's a lot of changes. There's a lot of changes that obviously test out. I managed to test out the Firebird and the Hornet Mark II, and they are all fucking sorted out, which is great. There's a lot of weapon tuning. There's some weight tuning to modules and stuff like that. Again, it's really cool. The ESP has been brought back to the previous stuff. Obviously, I've got the notes up here. And I'll do myself a little flippy flip here. Actually, what I'll do is probably put us into this one as well, so you can see the chat at the bottom. There we go. But yeah, so obviously I'm gonna start with like the bug fixes, they're whatever. The coolest things to look at right now are the fact that the Hornet Ghost has had its signature replaced. You've got the where is it here? The Hornet turret has been sorted out with its low HP. So is the ball turret, which is fantastic. That makes the Hornet Mark II a lot more powerful now. Purely because the guns ain't gonna die as fast. There's the ball turret HPs, all that jazz. So they're all fixed. Scoring battles, blah, blah, blah. Some good stuff there. There's some other things that are in between, like where the Retaliator doesn't fucking kill you from anti-pixelation. But yeah, going with this stuff, obviously, greatly increase the health of all ship gimbal sizes. I think this is a good thing, because if CIG are going with gimbal, it's kind of stupid that you can easily just shoot them off and stuff like that. Reduce the RSI Mantis emissions. This is an interesting one. Increase the Mantis engine's attachment health. This is also another interesting one. Again, it's still very easy to kill the motherfucker. It just means that it can't be spammed by missiles as much as it has been in the past. And that, I agree to that. I mean, it's not really a ship that's meant to go in and face tank everything. So long as it doesn't get spammed too much, I think that's good. Mobi-Glass, obviously, blah, blah, blah. They've added the dampening strength modifier. This just makes the circle back in again. But they've done it a very interesting way where, for example, instead of having like these huge fucking circles, you've only got a one circle, and then you can go all the way down to a fucking itty-bitty little fucking circle. Which, to be honest, the moment that you go past like 0.50, I would say that you might as well turn ESP off at that stage. The circle is so small from what I've felt with dual joystick. I don't know what it's like with mouse. You would have to like speak to somebody about that. But with joystick, it felt like if you go over 50, 0.50, like you might as well just turn ESP off. It wasn't doing anything really. And then obviously all the hanger stuff. I didn't test out the cargo stuff because obviously that's not really what I'm into. I don't really care that it takes you 4 hours to load up your C2 automatically. I personally think that's fine, depending on how much it costs. You make the money and all that jazz. You know, if you're making like $1 million instantly from a run like that, 4 hours, you know, maybe they make it a bit more, who knows, make it a bit less. Again, not that bothered about these things. Didn't get to try it the Hover Trolley because the hangars were a bit weird at times. The freight elevator is a bit busted as well, but when it worked, it worked. The personal sort of instant stuff, so now when you press I, there's no fucking matrix connected to your character anymore, which is fucking awesome. So that means that people can't store weapons and stuff. This means that if they do a wipe, well, they do a reset for 324, it means that nobody can have weapons stored at Jump Town anymore unless you have them stored in your ship, which is really, really fucking cool, I feel, because I always hated it. Somebody could loot your gear and just drop it off into Jump Town, and it just went into the invisible world, and it was lost for good, you know? Apart from that person owning. The hangar going up and down is a bit meme. CIG are gonna have to make that a lot faster. It's a fucking joke when you're spawning like in a capital size hangar, a big ship. The fucking door opens or it closes and then it fucking opens again. The thing rises, blah 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 blah, and it's a bit of a long process. The small hangars seem to be a lot faster at doing things. But if CIG can just make the elevator sort of like raise a bit faster or the doors close or whatever, you know. The only thing I don't like about it is the fact that you can literally, whilst this is going on, you can just literally fall through, and it feels such a stupid feature to me to let people fall down this gap, you know. So I kind of feel like they should just make a barrier, like an invisible barrier that comes up and stops people from going into it and stuff, because it really fucks it up for like no reason. It's a meme to begin with, and then it's just frustrating if something falls in, stuff like that. But again, for a first version of it, it's pretty cool. Obviously, there's some weapon changes, blah blah blah. There's a spreadsheet out already on it. I was just happy that the Firebird behaves exactly like a Raven now. So I'll probably actually be switching to Firebird in 324 for my solo roaming and stuff like that, because not only will I get my speed, but I get my Raven turning ability back again. And then obviously you've got the missiles and all that jazz. So very excited to see how that goes. Obviously the Hornet is fixed, but I really need to get the Hornet into Atmosphere fixed, because I tested it out in 323 1A on PTU, and the Hornet was fixed in Arena Commander, and when it came to live, it was fucked again when we actually got Hearst and stuff. So I need to get in, and then get over to the location and test out the Hornet. But the Raven is definitely fixed, because in Arena Commander, you couldn't test it out, and there was one patch I tested it and showcased it, and we got a video on it. And yeah, it's all sorted now, which is amazing. In real life, they would have fences and alarms, yeah. They've got a cool system where, like, the lights turn off in the room. Like, the whole hangar lights just go and it goes dark, and then there's, like, a fucking red barrier that flashes. It's so stupid that you can fall in. And then when everything settles down, the lights fucking come back on, like somebody's in a room flipping switches like that. It's kind of cool, because it also has the noise of, like the lights clicking in and off and stuff, which I think it's a pretty cool feature. Obviously the gimmick value of it would go out the window after a few attempts, but yeah. Day, night, day, yeah. It's pretty much like that. But it's cool. It is really, really cool. Let's load up this, because there's Salty Mike with his meme sliding in, right? I'm interested to see, because he worked on the cargo side. So I'm gonna like play this out and we'll see.
Okay, so we're back with another Evocati test, and this one was much better than 323's. It certainly had its issues though, so let's talk about that first. This is the 324 cargo PTU test that is under an NDA. So what that means is I can talk to you about my experiences, but I cannot
So
show
can
them
I.
to you. Any footage on the screen is from an Inside Star Citizen, a CitizenCon, or something like that. Now, these tests are usually very unstable, and we were warned that this one would be, to the point where they were considering maybe taking it down early, something like that. We did end up getting 4 hours with it, but again, I'm here to tell you exactly what I experienced. Some things will be bad, and some things will be good. I'll make sure I start out with the good stuff first. But before we get to any of that, let me share with you today's video sponsor.
You fucking god damn it, like, who fucking cares? Oh my god, Manscaped, Jesus Christ.
Now, thanks as always with engaging with the sponsors. So they're really important. They really, really
We
help
didn't.
out. But with that said, let's jump into some of the good stuff. Number one, this patch wasn't as unstable as they led on to be. We crashed quite a bit, but not as much as previous Evocadis, especially not as much as 323. But most of the crashes had some workarounds to get back in, and usually that was just recopying your account. Some players in my party were locked out completely, though, which sucked, and I feel really bad for them. When you crashed, your hangar would become unstable, or excuse me, unusable, and you would be trespassing in it. So the idea there was to
Yeah, this is a thing that I had where I had a hangar and I 30k'd, and when I got back in, after the 30k, so it's like where it says error loading. So I'm in my hangar, mucking around with it. It does the error loading, blah blah blah. It's transferring you to another server, and then the moment that became it's not your place, it broke down. When I restarted the game, because it crashed, I then had lost my persistent hangar. So obviously that's a major like blocker for the game, where if you do get 30k, you lose your persistent hangar if you're inside it,
copy,
basically.
and then you would just go again.
This is no longer orange and flashing, it's red and flashing.
It was
now,
like a
which I
speed run
kind of
kinda
think is a
thing
bit
to
better.
try to see as much as you can before the things crash. But at times I had 30 minutes of stability with no issues and discussing with my party what we should do next. So it wasn't constant. So you were able to see things. And once you saw something.
Also, just to let you guys know, there's no vehicle, like, so you can bring car vehicles in, but you've got to bring them off the main lift and then drive them off and like have them to the side and then bring your ship up. There's no bring your ship up and then there's another bay to, like, you can't bring your vehicles through the freight elevator yet, which is a bit sad that after all this time they're still not even got the basic stuff in. They've only got the cargo. They've got no ability to rebuy your gear if you lost it, and you don't have the ability to spawn vehicles and stuff. There's plenty of space, yeah. There's loads of space to bring a tank in and put it off to the side first. It's just a bit time consuming just now, which kind of sucks. But hopefully,
and you crashed,
by
you would just move on to the
4.0,
next thing.
this is so slow. This,
And
like, obviously,
see more and more and
this
more.
is not what we have right now. Salty Mike's video only showcases like what we've seen in Inside Star Citizen and stuff like that.
So I actually got to see quite a bit, and we'll continue to tell you that stuff. Number two, like most Evo patches, this wasn't complete. So there were things that were not ready for feedback. Those things were cargo missions, commodity rebalance, and blockade runner. So let's start out with the hangar stuff. The sounds and visuals when calling a ship were incredible. Each hangar, as stated in the notes, has a different SU capacity based on its size. Now, we had a funny bug that basically we were able to spawn all sorts of different size hangars. It wasn't based off of necessarily what you owned all the time. So small, and we were basically able to find out these capacities.
Item retrieval for Sitcon, where we are never getting it. No, we will. Again, we're missing the item retrieval and we're missing the ability to spawn vehicles in the freight elevator. But there are workarounds. Again, you can spawn a tank and move off to the side. Like, say you were going to move off to, like, here, basically. There's plenty of space to park them. Long as it's not on the pad, it doesn't despawn. And then you can bring back your vehicle and stuff, you know?
This way. Small can hold 120 SU, medium 224, large 896, and extra large 1120. The large and extra large hangars have 2 freight elevators because there's the lifts on either side. So they wanted the freight elevators to be close to the lifts. And basically there were 4 ASOP terminals. There was 1 at each lift and there was 1 at each freight elevator, as well as 2 freight terminals as well at each freight thing.
Part of the
a lot going on
system
there,
still,
right?
Yeah.
And The small and mediums just have the terminals next to the lift and next to the freight elevators. All hangars are in an armistice zone, so no standing your ground yet. You cannot spawn ground vehicles at the ASOPs in the city, but you can do it inside your personal hangar. Item banks are really smooth. The experience was actually not bad, but like most UI that CIG does, it's functionally kind of a pain to use. You have to click all the items on the right side, which are inside the city, and move them over to the left side with a button. So you click every item you want to use, and then you click a button to move them to the left side, and then you can press another button to basically send them to the drawer and you interact with them. I'm assuming this is definitely going to get this feedback from most players and hopefully be resolved before it goes live. But if it doesn't, like most UI things, it will eventually get updated. But maybe
I still haven't worked out why they're doing these like sort of kiosk things. Instead, like I get why they don't want to have it where it's like stuff, but I kind of felt like they could have done it a lot easier and all that jazz.
Party members.
Does it make getting ready a bit too long? This is a concern I have because Oxim is good, vast majority of things. So to make things, that's a hard one right now, Malsher. Because again, here's the thing: this is a sandbox video game. Nitty gritty, it's a sandbox video game, and no sandbox game is fast and casual and stuff like that. Rust takes time. Arc takes time. EVE Online takes time. Albion Online takes time. Every single sandbox video game has always taken a long time to get into things. You know what I mean? People complain about Flight Sim, buttonology taking so long. SE take longer than any of that. Again, I think genuinely people have bought into a game that they don't understand. And I'm not saying that you guys don't understand it, but when I buy a sandbox game, I expect to take 4 or 5 hours to do one task in the game, you know? So did you take some of that beautiful decor and place it in your ship? No, I didn't do any of that. I went and just did sort of like atmosphere testing on ships, Stefan. I tested a bit out of the cargo, or like the hangar stuff, but because I lost my hangar right at the start because of the 30k, I was like, I can't be bothered to recopy my account and do it all over again. So I started just testing other areas of the game instead. That's why I'm listening to Solid Mike, because he seemed to have tested quite a bit of the cargo stuff.
Could see your hangars and join them via the lifts. But if they flew into...
See, the thing is, if you have... I didn't get around to that. I was just testing ships, atmosphere, effect, flight, and all that jazz. So that was in Arena Commander. Because it's the first Evo patch, it's always going to be very buggy and stuff like that. But I was just making sure that the Saber Firebird was fixed, the F7A was fixed, and all that jazz. If the main task is long, it is fine. But the loop of getting into the ship shouldn't be that long either. Well, the thing is, it's you've got to look at it this way, that once we get the full, like, persistent hangars working, you know what I mean? You can start stacking up your vehicles in your hangar ready to be used. You don't have to spawn a ship, get into the ship, fly down to a moon or something, load up a vehicle. You know what I mean? You'll have your ship in your hangar and you can start loading it, unloading it as you wish, which means that down the line, if we ever get org hangars, you could basically be like, right guys, I'm going to leave my ship in the org hangar. Here's some money. Is there any chance somebody can load it up for me before I get home from work? And there will always be somebody that is sort of willing to do that kind of stuff, you know? I would be completely fine with it, because I've got plenty of time to play the game as a content creator, but you know what I mean? This is where... I've said this for so many years, and I will keep saying this. Do not buy ships that require multiple people if you don't have multiple people. So if a freelancer is taking an hour to automatically load and it will only take you like 10-15 minutes by yourself to load it, don't have a solo C2, don't have a solo Carrick. All of these are a waste of time. And there was somebody saying in Burks' channel last night that my vision of the game doesn't, you know what I mean, basically has it where the people don't realize how hard this game is going to be. And they were like, my vision is off. It's not off. It's most people who buy this game are off because they don't understand what they've bought. This is a sandbox video game. It's not where everything automatically like just morphs onto you and you get on with the game. If you're going to do a cargo run mission, it's going to take you hours to do. If you're going to go and chase after a player bounty hunting mission, it's going to take you hours to do. You're going to go and fight NPCs, it's going to take you hours to get certain money and stuff like that. This is a game that you don't play for 2 weeks and give up. This is a game you play for 2 years straight before you give up. And if you don't have that sort of mentality, you are playing the wrong game. It's not something that you get into and just fucking do this, you know? There's no fast traveling. There's no fucking, you know what I mean? It's well, not so much an MMO because there's lots of MMOs. MMO just means massively multiplayer online, right? The only thing that dictates that this game will be take a long time is the fact it's called a sandbox. And there is no sandbox that is fast paced. There's none. You look at any sandbox game and you know what I mean? There's no, yeah, but that's diffs. That system's going from the game, dude. When we get the full medical system, when you backspace, you don't go back to your original spawn. You know? Yeah, like DayZ. DayZ's a sandbox as well. You've just got to have that mentality and prep for it. It's like, if I've only got 15 minutes to play this game, you don't play it, you know? Yeah, you go into Arena Commander and chill out or do something like that, you know? But you've got to understand that down the line, this game will be where you will maybe do 1 or 2 missions a day. And that's it. Because of all the stuff that's involved in it. The problem is CIG for so many years have put training wheels on when we didn't have training wheels to begin with. So back in the day, everything took a while. You didn't get to warp to an outpost. You had to slow boat it through atmosphere 80 kilometers to Lorville every time. 80 kilometers up out of Lorville before you warped. And CIG made it where you could warp in. That will eventually change back to where you've got to spend fucking 30 minutes flying your ships through atmosphere. You know? Everything manually, yeah. So the fact that they give you the ability to even do it automatically, I think is very good for people, because here's the kicker. You might be able to do it automatically offline. So say, for example, you've got to wait an hour for your ship to load up. You could go and do all the things in life or do another mission or something, you know? We don't know how far down the rabbit hole this actually goes. Yeah, it will get slower, more expensive, and more manual. And this is where, again, if you're going to do things, you start working as an organization for the global task, and stuff like that. Like, people don't realize that you will eventually stop flying around in your solo ship because you'll get fucked. And if you don't basically say to people, I need help, you know? "22 hours in prison ain't so bad now?" It won't be, no. But again, things like that will change over time, you know? Before the MO Trader app, cash was hard to get. Well, again, I was saying to people earlier this week, it used to cost you 65,000 UEC to buy 1 torpedo for your Eclipse. Now you spend 1 UEC, you know? The training wheels have been on this game for too long, and everything's now switching over back to how it's meant to be, and people are freaking out already about it. Obviously, I'm not saying you guys are in chat freaking about it, but people are like, I don't want it where I die and I lose all my modules on my ship. Then don't fucking die. Simple as that. And if you do die, then learn from it and realize why you died and then go back to it, you know? People back in the day didn't just go and fucking shoot each other for lols and stuff, respawn and repeating stuff. Yeah, exactly. People talking about solo Idrises and stuff. It's always crazy to me because anybody that's ever played like a serious MMO, like EverQuest 2, World of Warcraft, you know, Ion, blah, 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 blah. How difficult is it? Anybody remember 40-man raids? How difficult it was to organize 40 people to do a 40-man raid. And then games started making 10-man raids because it was easier to do, easier to set up, easier to code, easier to balance, blah, 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 blah. But old school 40-man EverQuest 2 raids were some of my favorite gaming time because everyone had to be on top form. And I played a fucking Death Knight, and it was amazing just death marching to buff everyone and then sort of solo tanking the ads and stuff. It was amazing fun. And games like that don't have it anymore. And that's whenever I saw people are like, oh, I'm going to own a Javelin, I'm going to fly it solo, I'm just like, I wouldn't go on solo a 40-man raid, you know, in these games. So why would you do it in Star Citizen? Yeah, exactly, Stefan. So I feel that CIG are just slowly taking training wheels off, and people just have to realize that, one, they've been lied to all this time because they're playing the game and they're like, oh, this is what I'm getting, blah 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 blah, and then down the line, you know, it won't be. For somebody that's like me who's been here at the start, I've seen what it's like without the training wheels, and then CIG added the training wheels in for I don't know what reason, just to make it where people would play more and stuff. Again, don't know why. The solo Connie sounds crazy to me, but there are lots of them and Corsas as well. I hope the step down from a Connie gets an upgrade when we solo smaller ships. Again, you only need 2 people for a Connie, right? The biggest thing with a Connie, for example, is not so much the gunner, is that in 4.0, you'll need somebody to put the fires out. Somebody, whilst you're flying, can do some fire extinguishers and some maintenance on modules. So a Connie technically can be done with 2 people. I would say it's best to be done with 3, because then you have somebody as a gunner, somebody as your pilot, and somebody as your engineer. But then if it gets too much for the engineer, the gunner can drop down, you've got 2 people putting out fires. But I've never bought a ship in this game going, oh, I'm going to fly this solo. Unless it's a single-seater. Yeah, that's absolutely fine, Flood. That's absolutely fine, but people have to have the same mentality as you know? Time to kill needs to be drastically reduced to make any of that feasible, right? Don't you mean increase time to kill? Because it's super fast to kill people already, though. If you reduce time to kill, it means that you kill people faster. So you're, yeah, but that's what they are. They're extending times and stuff. Obviously, we'll see what happens when 4.0 comes. But we've already had like a few ships with like HP buffs and all that jazz. So it's something where down the line, yes, you will be able to solo a Connie, but it's not advised. Because if you come up against somebody that, say, shoots your core or something and your power plant just goes off like that, you've got to get out your pilot chair and repair it and then quickly run back, and you know what I mean? And people are all banking on that CIG are going to give you AI to fix things, you know? It's simply like you've got to understand that AI is maybe going to be there to help you as a gunner and stuff, but they're not going to be there walking around your ship with a fire extinguisher ready to go. Oh, please ask any question about it. Obviously, I didn't spend too much time with cargo, that's why we're watching Salty Mike's video. But I was basically testing all the atmosphere flight on the vehicles again and stuff. It'll definitely go up, yeah. Time to kill will definitely go up. Fighters will go down. Yada yada. Multi-crew will definitely go up. You aren't doing engineering while saying... Exactly. And it's just... This is where... When people are like, oh, I'm just going to fly around solo my Carrack and nobody will be able to kill me. And if somebody interdicts me, then I'll just self-destruct. And I'm just like... Why are you even playing the fucking game if you're gonna do shit like that, you know? If you're gonna fly around in a Carrack and you're gonna self-destruct when you get caught, why not just play in a single-seater fighter and have fun? Like, it just seems so stupid that you would just fly around in a solo ship and oh no, I'm losing in a PvP fight. What happens when NPCs start interdicting everyone? Because that's the craziest thing that everyone forgets. Right now, we don't have the 90% to 10% ratio. That only happens when we get server meshing and some other things. What are you going to do when, first of all, player names on ships are taken away, where you can only see the ship name or the player's code, and that's the same thing for NPCs as well. So when you get attacked by an NPC, you're going to be like, oh, it's a player ganking me, self-destruct, and then you find out that it was an NPC that killed you. Just like what we got in 323 Evo, by the way. There was somebody, obviously I'm not going to name them, that was crying about being PvP'd in 323 Evo Catty, and it was a fucking NPC that killed them. CIG go through the logs, and it's literally a fucking NPC that killed them. And they're like, fucking, I'm getting griefed in Evo Catty! And it's like, oh my god, what are you gonna do when the NPC has no name and the player has no name? How are you gonna tell, you know? Why does everyone rather have AI than enjoy a game together with friends? I don't know, Game Daddle. I don't know, dude. Like, I understand there's plenty of stuff to do as solo, but if I'm gonna go out in my car, I go out in the Jeep, right? But I don't go into a fucking Abraham's tank and try and fucking do everything in that, you know what I mean? It just doesn't happen. So I don't understand why when you're playing a sandbox game, you think, oh right, I'm gonna get in this giant 890 yacht and I'm gonna be the stewardess, the lift manager, the engineer room, the gunner, the fucking pilot, the shield main operator, the comms, all this by yourself. Like, it's just crazy, you know? What do you think the Jeep of Star Citizen is? I mean, like, I would look at like a Jeep as like Avenger Titan or something like that, you know? Why even play this game? Because it's fun. If you actually understand what a sandbox game is, you get a lot of enjoyment out of these games. Again, playing a game that doesn't have rails is great fun to people, but a lot of people have bought into Star Citizen thinking that it's just going to be easy going, and it's not. Avenger Titan is one of the best starter ships right now. Hands down. Fastest ship in the game. Got a bed, got a cargo room, great ejection seat, good damage, good tank. It's just so good as a solo ship. Is it good for PvP? No. But it's not a military ship, you know, and you always should look at it. If I'm going to go and do a certain role, you have a certain ship for that kind of job. Literally every MMO game has a type. Yeah, dude, exactly. It's the same thing with, let's look at Helldivers, right? You can go to the hardest difficulty in Helldivers and you can solo it. It's insanely difficult, and you have to be all-knowing, understand all mechanics, do a lot of stealth gameplay, but you can actually do it solo. Is it better to do it with 4 people? Of course. And that's the same mentality in any video game. I can go into World of Warcraft and I can get to a high level and then help people solo low-level tier dungeons and stuff like that. But would you do it at that level? No, you need people to play with. And unfortunately, people seem to forget that when you're playing an MMO, you're playing a sandbox, and you're playing a game like Star Citizen, you really want to play with other people. Go and play X4 or something like that if you wanted solo. Titan Nomad. I would always say Nomad, just you would get the Nomad if you're wanting to do like the rock mining and maybe carry a Fury or something like that, you know. I don't really like people, but I want to experience. Yeah, but the thing is with that Roadrunner is that you've set your expectation, right? Did you buy into Star Citizen and the first thing you bought was a big ship and then you went into getting a javelin, right? Because there's a lot of people like that with that mentality, and I would say it's an illness. Because, again, you assume that you're going to be able to do this all solo, and the game's not designed that way. Yeah, single pace and fire. So you're going to be able to get the fun experience that you have in your mindset, but you don't have the weirdness where it's like, oh, I'm going to solo in a Carrack, I'm going to solo in a Javelin, I'm going to solo in a fucking Bengal, you know? GTA 6 will take a lot of players from this game. I doubt it, Gavin. It's a completely different game, dude. Even though with like the Asmongold meme of somebody going on the stream, oh, it's like Grand Theft Auto. This game is nothing like Grand Theft Auto. If anything, it's like DayZ. That's it. When is GTA 6 done? I think it comes out at the end of next year, right? 25 or 26? But it won't take, like, people will play Grand Theft Auto 6 like other games and they'll, you know, They'll come back and play Star Citizen. Star Citizen isn't a game you just drop and not play, you know? But Star Citizen is definitely not Grand Theft Auto. Like, again, this is not... You can roleplay in Star Citizen, but it's not roleplay friendly. Because if you get attacked by me and you're like, on the comms, "DarkLaw, please stop. I come in peace." And I'm like, video game, dead. Next person, you know what I mean? What your fun is fun isn't somebody else's fun. And that's the thing you've got to understand with a game like Star Citizen. What you find fun, somebody else doesn't find fun. And what they find fun, you don't find fun. But there has to be a balance where everyone can have their sort of gameplay, you know? Xenothreat is meant to be over, yeah. And that's the difficult balance that CIG will have to find as a company. And what other people need to understand is that, again, if I'm flying around doing my gameplay loop, which is allowed by the company, and it affects your gameplay loop and you don't like it, that's just tough tits, you know? 90% of the people who buy GTA are not role players and will quit GTA when they will see the hacks and exploits. Again, I'm not really bothered about Grand Theft Auto, to be honest. It's like all games, you know what I mean? Everyone plays other games and stuff. It would be like hunter running around a bunch of LARPers in a forest. Well, yeah, that's what you got to look at. You've got the ability to do things in this game, but it's not dedicated for role-playing. It's not dedicated for PvP. It's not dedicated for PvE. It's not dedicated for mining. It's not dedicated for salvaging or racing. It's a game that has lots of features. Again, I think Squadron 42 will be a good game, but it's a game that I will probably only play once, right?
To your hangar from the outside, they were considered trespassing. This is going to have to change. Have to change for sure.
Yeah.
Creating a party was not possible actually in the PU or on the menu, but Arena Commander is great for a lot of things, and we managed to do it in Arena Commander.
So this thing is not in just now in Evocati. You can't store your vehicles in the base yet.
Make everybody into the same server that way. So if you guys are having trouble with parties and you're in Evocati, that's the workaround to get that done. The first hangar I made it into was actually not mine because the elevators were not instanced. So it took 2 minutes to remove me from that person's hangar, and I would have been able to do some pretty good damage there, spawning things up, throwing things around it. I could have interacted with it more than I probably should. So I imagine that this will get worked out eventually as well.
Yeah, well, that's whenever I see a sandbox video game, that's what I take from it, Brad, right? It will have a little bit of on rails, but most of the time it's down to players what they get up to and stuff.
5 seconds or something, and they should head me back. And
yeah, this is one thing that I would definitely agree with what Salty is saying, is if you're kicked from group, you should be instantly teleported out of the person's hangar.
That should suffice. Like, I should be able to like go in someone's hangar and go, oops, wrong hangar, and head back into the elevator, or just get kicked out directly, because I think there's a little bit too much damage you could do to somebody else's hangar if you're able to get into it for too long. Freight elevators were surprisingly good, but I didn't get to test everything I wanted to due to that instant.
Yeah, this is the same thing as I couldn't get this to work that much, so it looks cool. It doesn't have a search feature, which I really think it should, but all in all, I think this will be, once they get a few patches in to fix this
ability that we had. This is what we know so far. You can send commodities to the elevator. I was never able to make it back in time before a server recovery. And again, these bricked your hangar and made them unusable. It often bricked your account, so we had to recopy. If I recopied, any cargo I bought wasn't there, right? Big thing of note here is you can choose what box size you wanted at the commodity kiosks.
Which is cool.
So I can send it to the city or my ship. The city likely would have called through the freight elevator, but again, I never made it back in time. And if you bought it into a ship, it automatically used the new ship timers. More on that when I talk about the bad stuff, I guess, or I'll just do it now. Because I'm kind of touching on the good first and the bad things about each item. The worst thing I saw the whole update was this. The cargo timers.
Right, so, you know, back in the day, we used, I always fucking say this about Mike. Love Mike to bits, but I will always fucking harp on about this. Back in the day, we used to have to travel 80 kilometers through Hurston to land at Lorville. You couldn't land 20 kilometers off, and you couldn't warp to outposts in the atmosphere. This motherfucker cried so hard on his stream that CIG brought in the ability to warp into atmosphere, warp down to Lorville, warp into Levski, all that stuff. So instead of fucking having to travel 5 minutes, you would instantly do it. And now, yet again, he's complaining about time.
5 hours to fill a C2 with 32 SU containers.
Yeah.
Say what you want about 5 hours, but only 5 hours and 40 minutes to fill it with 1 SU containers. Now, I have to assume this is changing or this isn't intended. Again, say what you want about 5 hours, but there is a massive difference between loading like 20 boxes of 600 SU and 600. So the time representation there just doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
But it should be a long process. It shouldn't be like where you're just teleporting everything into your ship, right? So I agree with what Mike is saying, but it can't be where you start fucking just teleporting for the easiest of it.
But yeah, hopefully that will change. I also didn't see a price difference, so I wasn't looking for it because I was so flabbergasted by the time. So I'll report back on that next.
But again, this is automatically. If you manually load it yourself, it doesn't take any time at all.
Patch. But what we
and if you
were
got
able
people
to
to
test
play with, it even takes
with
less.
freight elevators was the items. And this was amazing. Tons of items snapped to the grid, like ship weapons and prospector bags.
I didn't get this to manage to
mole
work,
bags
sadly.
didn't for some reason. They just missed those. Many items were kind of like halfway through the elevator. So if you interacted with them with a tractor beam, they would fall through the floor. But in general, you see the intention there, and it's really, really good.
Yeah.
Just the weapons were just lying on the floor. And they could snap in 2 different orientations. It was great. Tractor beams worked in the entire hangar as well, not just on the pads as we have in current live builds. Party members could spawn their own items inside of your elevator, or take items of yours and add them to their inventory using the freight elevator. This was great. Cool. We even used both elevators in the large hangars.
So that means we will actually be able to do Space Amazon then. Awesome.
The same time, and it was a smooth experience. We think this will be the same for cargo, but stability again got in the way of that test. So I will report back on that.
I'll definitely have to test this out in the next patch. For me, I just couldn't get this to work at all.
Future video. What didn't work was calling your own ship inside of somebody else's hangar. So it would call it inside of your hangar from their hangar. It was weird. So hopefully they resolve that one at some point.
Loading yourself should be faster, and it takes a while to load a full Hercules. I've done it in Pirating, even in ZOG. It takes roughly about half an hour, maybe longer depending on the boxes. Yeah, but the thing is though, you've got to remember, Spotty, we only have 32 SU boxes, right? But we're getting the bigger ones soon, which is like 64 and all that jazz. So that will make it so much faster when you're just basically, instead of 2 boxes, you're loading just one fucking long box or one big fat box, you know?
Outposts. They confirmed that there would be elevators at those locations and scrapyards as well. We can confirm this is the case. The outposts have 120 SU, just like the small freight elevators in the small hangars, and they looked exactly like the sneak peek that you're probably seeing on the screen right now. We think you have the ability to create any size box at these, but I watched through on Discord. I wasn't actually at these locations, so I can't confirm that with 100% certainty, but they worked. One of my party members purchased a bunch of 4 SU boxes. So again, I can't confirm if you can grab 32 SU boxes for larger ships. We hope that's not the case because we want smaller ships to kind of interact with these locations.
Yeah.
So 4 SUs probably.
Again, this is the thing, is where eventually down the line, you're not going to always use a C2 for every cargo mission that you do in this game. So I agree with Mike. I don't think you should be able to take big ships to these locations to offload. I think you need to start using big ships for big lanes and then the small ships for the off-world kind of stuff.
Probably better. We'll see. I cannot confirm if auto-loading was available as well, but I assume it would not. So next video, I will confirm a lot of the stuff around the outposts. Scrapyards have a different freight system. It looks like you can only send stuff down. It's a flat pad, doesn't have a roof over it or anything
That's
like that,
cool.
like in the sneak peek. Not at all like the sneak peek. It looked almost more like it was pyro related. You could literally see the hangar elevator moving up and down in the mini map as well. Something pretty cool there. Also, storing your ship in a hangar that was floating, it'll just
CG said that auto loading won't work in small locations. I agree with this massively, because for me, I don't want this game to just be where you fly to a location, automatically load your cargo, fly to another location, automatically sell, fly to another location, automatically sell. You know what I mean? It's very boring. Anybody ever played Elite Dangerous? The cargo running in Elite Dangerous gameplay is boring. It's so boring. All you're doing is just getting in your ship, sell, sell. And it has no interaction or anything that you can do with people. So yeah, I mean, if they leave the auto stuff for the big lanes, then I'm all good for that, you know? But I would actually, yeah, I would love to be a forklift like person. No joke. If I would have an alt, so I go off and do a lot of killing, and then there's no more killing. I could literally set an outpost and go, yo, I'll unload your ship for you, and then put some fucking country music on the Spotify and just start fucking wee doing this shit. I think it'd be great fun. So I'm all up for that kind of gameplay loop, even with interacting with other players.
disappear. So if you floated a ship up in the air and jumped out of it and decided to store it, you could
Dude, Farming Simulator is such a dangerous game for me. We played Farming Simulator, I think 21 or something like that, many years ago. And we had a server, we were doing all the farming, it was amazing fun. And this is whilst we're waiting for Star Citizen. And every fucking night, when like Battlestar and Co. left the server, I lined up all the tractors, all the vehicle, all the stuff to make it where when they came back in again the next day, they could just jump into the tractor and do shit. And oh my god, my OCD was going off the chart. So I will never buy another farming simulator just purely because of that. Like having to have straight lines and fucking, oh, it was just an absolute nightmare.
It's not stuck. So that's both a positive in the way that it functions, but also a negative in the fact that it just disappears.
Hang on, Brios and charge people to load their drugs? Dude, it'd be sick. But it sounds like you can't load stuff at Brios. Salty was saying the lift only goes down. So basically, it looks like you can only sell at these locations. You won't be able to buy RMC. Oh no, you'll be able to buy RMC. No, sorry. Brios is going to be only a sell point. The other places you'll be able to buy, I would imagine. I will disorganize. Dude, I am never letting anybody into my private hangar whatsoever.
Trying to get away from. You could buy furniture.
Yeah, this is something
cool.
I didn't get to test last night. It was just too late for me.
It's at Dumper's Depot or at cargo decks. But if you spawn like New Babbage that I did, guess what? There is no Dumper's Depot or cargo deck at those locations. So for you New Babbage enjoyers, these are located at Kelto, which is in the lobby of your hab, right? So you have to go down to the lobby and you'll be able to buy them there. Because it took so long, unfortunately, the test ended as I was heading to my hangar to place these down. So
because apparently you can also place these in your ship as well.
Report back on those. The trolley is in. You can buy them at the cargo decks for 14K, and they hold 12 SCU. But these just seem like for role play.
Really? I was going to get into my fucking Flintstones outfit and yabba dabba do around the hangar.
Unless they're going to nerf.
This is so bad. I'm sorry, but this is just bad. And they hold look at it. You're literally Fred Flintstone.
12 SCU, but these just seem like for role play, unless they're going to nerf
hangar races. It's so stupid.
Beams, which I totally hope they don't do because that would suck. There are
see, this is where I kind of feel like wouldn't it be cooler to have a mule that has like the ability to lift up a 32 SU or something like that? You know, don't take a long step. Yeah. It's so goofy. Look at it when it starts running.
Beams, which I totally hope they don't do because that would suck.
Look,
there are a ton of items from.
I will never use this ever again. Like again, moving 32 euros, like 32 SUs are going to be so much easier than doing a yabba dabba do, you know?
Single seat chairs to like even Drake flight chairs to big couches and things like that for the
Dude, that's it, because then, like, down the line when we got our Idris and Polaris, you could put chairs in the, like, hangers and stuff.
the furniture, so there's kind of cool things. Sorry though, Fishtank lovers, you can bring them up your hangar freight elevator, but you cannot use a tractor beam on them. Missions, we're not showing anything new. Like they said, they weren't for testing anyway, but there were delivery missions. So fingers crossed we can at least see their intentions, maybe, if we do a few delivery missions, and maybe some new cargo missions will spawn up. But we'll have to see. Arena Commander was actually some of the more exciting stuff. We tested a lot of FPS changes because we heard that there were some inertia things
Can you hear his cat crying in the background?
coming in. Side strafing like crazy is no longer a thing, but there are still some cheese movement in the game as well. I saw some of that, and it definitely needs some work. Night vision made it in, and it is really solid. So 1x to 4x scopes are in. Basically, you'll see duplicates, and the second one is the night vision.
All right, I need to test
Lights
that.
will blind this. Basically enhances any light that you are seeing. So if you look at lights or fire or
Anything placed on the
flashlights or
spawn pad
more,
will be
it just
deleted, yeah.
blinds you in the
Hopefully
scope. So
that will
aiming
all
down
be
sights
sorted
with these,
before live.
and somebody else using a flashlight will cause an issue. You can also toggle night vision on and off using shift. Seems a little OP kind of for that. Like these night vision things will be really good. I also think aiming down sights was faster with these on than the regular weapon. Weapon recoil was way more punchy on things like LMGs, the P4, the Karna, and more. I felt like it kind of made sense, but it also was a little crazy. Might be them trying to prevent us from left clicking all the time. I don't know. Overall, this was a really solid Evo patch. They said they wanted to rush this through to the PTU a bit, and given what I saw, I can see that happening.
Yeah.
So people out there waiting, I think you're going to get this in your hands in a decent time
I think it'll be next week, personally.
frame, and I think this overall was a really good update. It all depends on if they got rid of some of these major stability issues and the fact that the hangars are borking completely once there is instability. If they don't get that done quick, it might not get in your hands quick, but if they do, it will. Again, the main thing I see is how I want to see change, basically, is how they balance the timers as well as the general hangar experience.
But I don't want them to make it too easy for people. Like, obviously make it where you're not spending 5 hours, blah, 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 right? You can make it an hour for a C2, but it should not be less than an hour, in my opinion. Because you can just manually load it if you want to be faster.
I think it could use some work, but time will tell. This had
like, you could look at it this way. You get somebody to manually load a C2, right? And then you would double that time. Yeah, double that time, Voy, is a good idea. So you have to take the fastest person who can load it, or the slowest person that can load it, and then make the automatically... I mean, it could be 50% longer, right? So if it takes somebody to manually load 1 hour, it's like 1 hour and 30 minutes automatically or something, you know? Or double it, 2 hours, right? We can manually load a C2, but by yourself though, and obviously not in 0G.
Way more polished than I expected. And in the end, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's like 1 a.m. for me now. I just finished recording, so I have to edit this still. So make sure you like this one. It's going to need some help. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Bye, Mike! The cat is still fucking crying in the background. It's like, wow! Wow! Poor cat locked out. I'll drop this video here. Yeah, so again, we watched this purely because I didn't get round to testing that stuff. I was doing atmosphere flight as I normally do. And because it was just like, it was too late to be like, see if people were down for helping and stuff. The biggest thing for me is like to do a bit more tonight, but I don't know what CIG are planning to do. It's always a bad test time for EU. That's why they need to have it running constantly. I finished off at like 2 a.m. and I just couldn't be bothered to move over to the cargo stuff after that. But at least I managed to get full testing on the Mark II and the Firebird. So unless something changes in the next patch, every single patch I will test them out in Atmosphere until we get it to live. But the Firebird was feeling really, really good in hard Atmosphere. 2 to 5 times longer for auto. I would say double the time would be fine, Holgar. You know what I mean? Like if it takes somebody an hour to load, 2 hours for automatically, that means that you'd be like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it with maybe more people or share the load and stuff. But also the fact that, again, when we get 4.0, you're not really wanting to be flying a Hercules by yourself. That just sadly is it, because, again, how are you going to do the engineering side and all these other things, you know? Anyway, that was good. Can't wait for more waiting. I think they'll sort out, you know? Yeah, but the thing is though, as I said to Sofa on that one, Chris, it's all information from the past, so it's irrelevant now. Like anything that CIG said after like 2020 or before 2020 is just a load of shit. So there's no point. Like again, I literally skimmed through that video and it's just showing old stuff and it's just worthless information. Because they've not talked about NPC crew for a long time. Remember the hangar module from 2016 TL? It looks so much better than the... I completely agree. Self-lang hangars look so much better back in the day, and I'm kind of hoping that CIG sort of brings that back, right? That would hopefully be where it lands. Yeah, again, when people are like, oh, it'll take me an hour, just imagine when you're able to load a 64 SU box, right? You know, but the thing is though, they might make it where you need 2 people to load a 64 SU, you know, basically one person takes the front, one person takes the back. I wouldn't mind that gameplay personally. Again, I don't want it easy for the solo player. That sounds dreadful. But if you're doing solo gameplay, you shouldn't be able to keep up with a group doing gameplay stuff. So if you don't have people to help you load and unload and help as an engineer, then don't do C2 cargo runs. Start doing smaller stuff and doing it faster and making money that way. Less risk as well. But everyone likes to put all their chips into a C2 and then when they get killed, they fucking cry about it. It's like, I don't go to a roulette table and go, oh look, here's my whole fucking bank. Let's bet on it, you know? They must use the max lift? Yeah, again, all these gameplay loops would be really, really cool. It's not to fucking ruin somebody's solo gameplay. It's just to make it where maybe it's worth your time to work together in situations like that. Ooh, servers are really bad. I can't even get out of bed. At least I'm not sharing a bed. There we go. Wow. Yeah. This is where, like, I think CIG should bring down live servers and restart them. Yeah. I don't even want to be on this one. The truth is people have bought their ships and that comes with a massive sense of entitlement, coupled with the fact that people have experienced placeholder season for so long. Exactly, yeah. It's bad, and there's only one person I blame for this, Voiddude, and that's CIG. They should have never put training wheels on this video game. Yeah, exactly, Al. Like how Eve has a daily reset. I think CIG needs to start incorporating a reset every day on their servers. And it literally, for them, they don't need to do maintenance like EVE Online because obviously that takes copies of the database and all that jazz. What I'm saying is just basically at like 12 o'clock midday, a reboot on all servers. And all the old servers get taken down, rebooted, and you basically will spawn back in your location at, like, say, for example, Grimhex and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They need to start doing this. Now, I'm hoping with server meshing down the line, is that if you're on Daymar and you log off on Daymar for the maintenance, you log back in on Daymar. You don't go back to your hangar. That's when they should start doing it. Every day they should do a maintenance swap of the servers, but they need to make it where when you log out, you log back into the same location. Once that's sorted, I'd say once or twice a day. Reset every day would demolish the intention of persistence. No, it's not, Chris. We're not talking about resetting persistence, dude. We're talking about resetting them as in a reboot. The same as you reboot your PC when it starts to fucking chug up and you need to clear the cache and stuff like that. It's very, very healthy. It's why Eve has done it for nearly 10 years, dude. Hangars will be bound to planets only? I don't think so. I think you'll be able to rent down the line. Like, for example, if my first location is at Orison, I'll be able to rent one at Grim X down the line. Because you've also got to remember there's like, if I go out here, there might be like 10 AFK ships, right? And the maintenance would get rid of them. And that's not persistence. I'm sorry, but when like people just abandon their ships, that isn't persistent, guys. That's just annoyance. Most like GTA RP servers have daily storms to fix the random script errors. Yeah, I think it would be healthy. It would be super healthy. Again, it doesn't need to even be 30 minutes. It could give a 30-minute warning and just do like, has anybody ever played Warframe? Their maintenances are literally instantaneous. They give you a warning, they tell you to log out, and then it just quickly fucking, you log back in and it's done. But they definitely need to get some more culling involved. Yeah, sadly, that is true, Extreme. We are very limited in what the servers can actually do right now. Oh my god, there's a flashy red! It's an F8! Oh my god! It's getting absolutely curve stomped as well. Oh no, it's going nav mode. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'd be wanting from Star Citizen. I wouldn't want the persistence to be lost, but the abandoned stuff cleaned up would be very healthy for the game.
Landing gear raised.
Ah, it's abandoned. Man, see again, look at how many abandoned ship guys before I warp away, right? Look at all this crap just lying around. And then there's two sitting out at the side, right? Oh, hello. Interesting. Where's this dude going? This guy is just like bumming around. I want a hab inside my personal hangar and the option to load in. We're meant to be getting that down the line. Wait, do I have somebody chasing? No. So originally, if you guys remember, we used to be able to load into our hangar and you would have the extra room that you would go off into. CIG eventually want you to have like an easy hab in your persistent hangar that you go to, and that's where you would be. Because it's annoying where you would always have to go back to the original easy hab. That will eventually change, by the way. It's the same thing as when we finally get full persistence in your big ships, where you won't just log back in, you know what I mean? Like, if you log out in Daymar on the ground, you'll log back in on Daymar on the ground. You don't just teleport all over the place and stuff. And I can't wait for that. Because I know a lot of people, and I've done it myself, I'm guilty of it, where I'll be like, oh, I want to swap server, but I can't be bothered to fly back. So I'll just self-destruct my ship and then just leave to menu and teleport. And I look forward to when that isn't a thing, because again, it just gives you stuff to actually do. But all of that will hopefully come in play when server meshing is, so that you've got maybe, you know what I mean, like you're able to swap server instead of having to go back and relog and stuff. Going back to the menu is very boring. But it's the only thing we've got right now to swap servers. Eventually down the line you could warp from Daymar to Yella and that would be swapping a server. Or you warp from Crusader to Hurston, that's swapping a server. So you'll be able to go to Hurston, check it out, if there's nothing there you go back, and when you go back to Crusader, it's a completely different server. All depends on where CIG go down the rabbit hole with that stuff. And that will be sick. Because right now, even though you've got 100 people on the server, like, you could take 100 people and you could spread them around the smallest moon in the game and you'd still not even be able to go around a quarter of it. Should fly a ship with a bed? No. What if you could make a small camp tent? I've actually talked about this, where I would love it where, for example, like if I'm in a Hornet, I can have a storage box that has a tent, right? And you basically land your Hornet down on the ground, and you just literally pitch a tent, and that's how you bed log, and when you come back in, you're back on the place and stuff. I think that would be a sick gameplay loop. Personally. Can we bed log inside a personal hangar? I didn't have a testing on that. It's the same as I wanted to test out spawning Ursa rover and then saving to it and then killing myself. But I didn't manage to get that done either. It was just too buggy and stuff. $706 hours to auto-load one. Yeah, but you've also got to remember that Hull E eventually down the line will have those 100 SU boxes, Malsha, right? You know, right now we've got 32 as max. We're meant to be getting, I think, up to 64, but there is in lore like 100 and something SU boxes. I would imagine you need a ship with a very powerful tractor beam to move that around. Ain't gonna be one person with a little laser doing this in space. Alright, I'm loading up your box, you know? Because here's the other thing. You guys know that in lore there's the Hull G. Obviously we've never been sold the Hull G because it's bigger, or it's like the same size as a Bengal or something like that. But there is a Hull G in lore, and I'd hate to imagine how long it would take to load that motherfucker up. I wonder if we'll see quantum computers start to take over the duties of AI eventually, since they control... Who knows, man. AI is a crazy thing. The G is for Giga. Take those 100 SU boxes and start making an off-grid home of... You know what I've always wanted to do? I've wanted to get like hundreds of 32 SU boxes and make a labyrinth maze on some planet, but I've never been able to have like the time to do it. Just bring lots of C2s in with lots of 32 SU boxes and make an actual labyrinth and just leave it there for people to run around in. But it'd be a lot easier, like, for example, in the future, if you use, like, a C2 and just brought it into atmosphere and hovered it, kind of stuff, and offloaded. Yeah, but with the state of the servers just now, Mulcher, it's not fun. I actually spoke to Burks about this, where we're gonna do an event with Burks, and it's like where we're gonna fill a bunker with boxes. And instead of it just being your normal path of like moving around the bunker to try and get to us, it's going to be a maze inside. And there's going to be like, anybody ever played Laser Quest or Laser Tag or anything like that? You go to these, you got like little windows and stuff and you're shooting through and shit. I think it'd be awesome fun. But we need servers really stable for this.
Quantum drive is now on.
Yeah. It'd be kind of actually cool. Like, I do know CIG wants to bring in, like, fuel tanks and stuff like that. That instead of just a commodity box that has fuel, it's meant to be where it's like an actual, like, gas can kind of jazz. Or gas container. So I'm kind of hoping down the line, maybe you could shoot them and they explode. That would be pretty cool. But also with like the new fire mechanic that we're meant to be getting in 4.0, I'm very interested to see if it's not just ships, but maybe some other places. Alright, we got an unknown here. Probably an AFK, yep. Mustang. I can't wait for the Atmo fixes for this ship.
Check fire.
Oh, that took no damage. Yeah, that's somebody that's not on the server, sadly. We'll clean up all the locations. That's per usual. Definitely, if we can get reset, or like they can get 324 out. I still don't understand why they changed it from 0.2 to 24. It's like whatever, man. Just stop making the points then, if that's the case. Just do like 323A to 323B. And then it's like, alright, 324, right? Oh, can't wait till I don't have to feather the controls so badly here. Hornet fixed an Evil Catty for atmosphere flight, and so is the Firebird. It's gonna be so good.
Quantum drive is now on.
However, I do have a radar lock, sadly. Somebody's got me locked up, chat. Or did. I just came in right at the last second as well. But I'll definitely test more of them out once Evil Catty is a little bit more stable. I'll still probably use the Hornet. The Hornet gets actually a bit of a speed nerf, which is good. Gladius actually gets a speed buff, which is good. Yeah, we might have a bugged radar lock here. See how many ships we have to clean up every day, champ? The amount of work I do. Oh! Oh, it's a Pisces. Oh, no. I doubt I'll be able to get on it. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, you're so lucky. I'm not gonna missile. I'll let them go. Oh, they're actually stalled out a little bit. Oh, chat. Do I let them go? Ah, yeah. Nice, nice, nice. If I'd gone for the missile, I think it would have been better, but yeah, it's just a wee Pisces. Bald Eagle swoops in. I'm more impressed that this thing actually managed to catch up. Probably won't be able to do that in 324 since it loses a bit of its SCM speed. Get back to some cleaning. I really wish that when you went into nav mode, it was just always in FTL mode or FLT.
Check fire. Check fire.
Ooh, slow reaction. Let's move away.
Check
Yeah,
fire.
desync on servers right now is fucking insane.
Warning. Weapon system overheating.
Cleaning up one ship at a time. Oh, is there an MOT update? Nice. What have they said? Let me just do this quickly. Currently going to put out a new 324 PD build. Team is focused on a large amount of data gathered from login. Wait. We aren't going to put a build out. Oh, boo. Oh well, that's fine.
Check fire.
They said Thursday. Thursday for the next Evokai. Boo. Oh, well.
Warning. Weapon system overheating.
Yeah, so we aren't going to put a new 23 or 24 build. Team is focusing on the large amount of data gathered from login and issue council reports. Yes, easy. Well, we're hoping to have a noticeable better build for Thursday. Alright. That kind of sucks, but yeah, I understand. The 323 version numbers come from a standard about software. Yeah, but why change it from 0.2, you know what I mean? Was it a small download? 5 gigabyte. Again, it's just the new cargo stuff. That's all it is. Just different hangars, basically. Yeah. I mean, it might go up. Who knows? But again, it's just the cargo stuff being added in for 324, so it's nothing like any major. I don't think if it's even on the roadmap, is it?
Is now off.
I think we just go straight to 4.0.
Quantum drive is now on.
The cargo stuff was supposed to be in the main patch originally? Yeah. So it'll be a small update through the week with... Yeah, I would imagine we'll get an evil patch... Well, we're getting an evil patch on Thursday now, Thursday night. And then I would say Friday. And then I would say with how it is working right now, I would probably say there's going to be like PTU next week. You know what I mean? Holy shit, look how many abandoned ships are down there, guys. See, this is what I mean. Right now, right? Look at this. This is what I say with why we need a culling system, right? Look at all this abandoned shit hogging up on the server. It's fucking stupid. All this culling stuff needs to go. I don't even think that's in the zone, right? Yeah, it's in the armored zone. See what I mean? Look how much is just filled up. This stuff needs to be addressed. Like, they just need to make it where there's no armored zone. I'll happily kill, like, you just go, TheDarkLaw, we need you to come on the server and kill this place. I'll be like, yeah, sure. Yay.
Check fire. Check fire. Check fire.
Check fire. Yeah, exactly. Again, just get rid of the armature zone, let salvagers munch them up. It's so silly, man. These locations should not have armature zones. Like, you could have somebody come along here in a vulture and just munch all this up. Or the place should, right, hear me out. The place should automatically do it, and then the boxes are just left on the little pad for anyone to grab free RMC. That would be pretty cool. If you don't want to add in like if you keep the armature zone basically, just make it where the facility crunches them up, puts them in a box at the side of the location, and you can take all that good stuff for yourself. You can't tow if they've got their shields up, someone. But if they, like for example, can't do that one. You could do that. You can do that. You can do that one. You can pull these out of armature zone. Nope, because it's got its shields on. You can take that one. You can take that. Not that. Not that. Not that, sadly. It's just such a crazy thing that there's like 5 or 6 entities there that are just abandoned because people can't be bothered to store their stuff up in this game. It's crazy how lazy people are. I think you can crunch them. I don't know if you can actually scrape them. I don't think it would be worth it, right? But yeah, people should just be allowed to go along there with their vultures and go crunch, 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 crunch. Oh look, the place is cleared up. You just crunched my ship. Well, you shouldn't have left it there for 30 minutes. Simple as that. No, it's not epic, sadly. There's no word on that. I'm kind of hoping maybe they'll announce that for 4.0. But sadly, no. And we don't know when DLS 3.5 is going to be turned on. We know that they've got the SDK up to 3.7. But yeah, we don't have the good stuff, sadly. Where's there? Oh, I don't know how much money you would get from it. That's why, like, if the facility just automatically did it and you got the free loot, that would be amazing. But can you imagine what it's going to be like when server meshing comes in and you've got maybe 200 people on one server and everyone starts leaving their shit around? CIG either need a culling system, take away armature zone, or make it where when somebody's been away from the server for 30 minutes and they don't come back, their ship loses shields, which allows people to tow them out of the armature zone. And then crunch them up. Because I would actually probably get down to actually doing gameplay loop like that. Because it pisses me off that people just don't self-destruct. Jesus Christ. Thank you, sir.
Surprise!
Appreciate that, dude. Thank you, thank you. See, again, look at all this, right? How long since people were... Look, there's 2 free fucking ships here. Just crazy amount of garbage lying around. Luckily, I'm here to clean up, chap.
Check fire.
I'll clean this server up.
Check fire.
Sparkle,
Check
sparkle.
fire. Warning. Weapons system overheating.
No, if it's a persistent world, boy, if I land and go to sleep on my ship, your ship should disappear, Holgar. That's the intent of it. When you bed log off, your ship is meant to disappear, but if you fucking Alt F4, that doesn't happen. I guarantee you, these people didn't bed log, because their ship wouldn't be here if they did. These are abandoned ships, dude. If you bed log, your ship disappears.
Check fire.
That's already in the game.
Check fire. Warning. Weapons system overheating. Check fire. Warning. Weapons system overheating.
See, these people are just not on the server. Because I don't get to find out who it is. It's just crap. Now, the good thing is, eventually, when these ships die,
Check fire.
they will despawn for people. I can't remember the time. I think it's like an hour for the wrecks to actually, like, fully despawn when full dead. This coming from my experience in IT, this is straight road to hell for servers. Wow. This game is sort of on a playing cards of, will the servers work or not, right? I think everyone can agree, without working servers, it doesn't matter what CIG does, this game will never go anywhere. Doesn't matter about Vulkan, doesn't matter about DLS and all that jazz, that will help. But if CIG can't crack the servers, yeah, this game will be done. Bakersfield. Yeah, they could put a decay rate in. Don't they have that in Ark and Rust and stuff like that? Where if you don't play the game or repair, doesn't it decay over time? I'm pretty sure there's like those mechanics in it. Thank you for all the likes on YouTube, guys. Appreciate that. Yeah, but also, Miles, you gotta remember, dude, this is a gameplay, right? A game we're playing, I should say. I get that people want to have, like, true persistence and stuff like that, but I feel like if you don't bedlog correctly, you lose your ship and you should have to pay the prices for that. The server shouldn't have to pay the price for people being lazy. And when if this game ever becomes popular, we will get a lot more lazy people. Oh, we got a mover, actually, maybe? Let's dump and go. Maybe? No. See, look. Again, look at this server chat. All this stuff abandoned because people can't be bothered to fucking do anything with it. Or the server 30Ks. There's many, many reasons to why this goes. this thing please die? There we go.
Check fire.
Now, this ship is actually here. The person who owns this one is still in the server. Very interesting that you would arrive with nav mode still on.
Check fire. Warning, weapons system overheating. Check fire. Check fire.
Check fire. Interesting, the lock-on move. Oh, they actually are not on the server. Interesting. Even with it still turned on? Oh no. Ah, yeah, they were there. There we go. Now somebody's gonna scream in chat, "Why'd you kill my ship? Why'd you kill it when I was in nav mode on the ground?" I'm trying to clean up the servers. You know that with that ship in nav mode like that, you could come along in a reclaimer and crunch it.
Check fire.
Which actually is quite amusing. So as long as their shields are off, you can
Check
crunch.
fire.
They definitely do need a cleanup code. That is a given. They need a calling system, and they need it before this servers have like 200-300 people on them. Because if this is what you get from just having the ability to have 100 players on a server, I hate to see what 1,000 players in the future would be like if you don't. We are going to have so much shit lying around. However, another place on this server is cleansed. We have to purge it, exactly. If the Reclaimer just wasn't so easy to kill, I would say let's get a Reclaimer, just follow me and just munch on everything. And base building? Oh, I know. I'll be very interested to see how CIG actually do the base building, to be honest. How will it work in multiple servers, multiple regions, blah 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 blah. They've not really like talked about it. But they did say that they would start work either on the start of this year or at the end of this year. I can't remember. We got an official post here. Ah, yeah, here we go. It's about the Evo build. Oh. Shields require power, and batteries will bleed over time, eventually no shields. That's also very true, yeah, because I don't think we're getting it in 4.0, but we're gonna get it where power plants actually have cells. So if you leave a ship constantly on, it'll eventually, like, run out of power, and then the shields would go down and stuff. Oh, hello. It's a fucking rock. My god, who was trying to do mining out in 0-0? That's a brave miner right there.
Check fire.
I'm even clearing up OMs for this server. Not getting boats or flowable space ships anytime soon. True, yeah. I would do a rep out actually. I was hoping for more systems before base building. Well, again, if you think about it, right, so depending when Squadron 42 comes out, we don't know, but Squadron 42 has Odin, Terra, Pyro, Nyx, and Stanton, if you think about it. So the moment that Squadron 42 is out and done, CIG could technically turn on the 5 solar systems for Star Citizen. Once we've got the jump gates working, you can then have Terra in all these places, so... You know, I kind of feel like 5 solar systems is a lot for people right now. Would be another thing, the players left around the map? Yeah. Can't wait to see 100 boats. Hundreds of boats abandoned at the river. Oh, this is a new blip here. This is another one, because didn't we come here and kill? Yeah, this player is here, chat. Again, in nav mode.
Check fire.
I don't understand why people land in nav mode with no shields up.
Check fire. Check fire.
Although, again, that's no more crime stat. Unless they've got to actually punish me. Let's have a look. I hope CIG makes a maglev flatbed truck. I hope that's their next land vehicle. Yeah, nobody's moaning in chat. Alright, we'll quickly bounce here.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
No. I don't. Please. I hate this system so much. I just don't understand why it just doesn't give you the moons and planets and all that jazz. Why is that always gotta be so fucking difficult? Shouldn't have to fucking do this. Oh, chat. That's interesting. There is there. I walked to a random location. That's very interesting. Oh, it's an NPC. Boo! I was gonna say bravo to the player that managed to find that spot. Boop. Boop.
Target destroyed.
Get the hover quad with a flatbed trailer. Again, I kind of just feel it'd be so much easier to make. Like, just work on hover quad sort of stuff. Hover, what it's called, shit. What's it called again? The hovering stuff. Maglev, that's it, yeah, thank you. Polish can be long, so maybe this year or next. I think we'll get a date for Squadron 42 at CitizenCon. I also think there's going to be a playtest. I'm hoping there's a playtest for CitizenCon. Like even the first like mission or something like that would be pretty sick. I kind of hope we see artillery vehicles. Same, dude. When CIG were talking about having like IR bombs and stuff, I got very excited at that. Mad Max on Daymar? It'd be cool. I would love places where you can't fly. Like say for example there's a sandstorm like in Dune that stops you from flying and you can only go through with magleg vehicles and stuff like that. I think that would be sick gameplay. So you don't need to worry about people dropping bombs on you, you just literally gotta have like cool tanks and stuff. They're really sick. My exploration is ruined today. When I jumped to Stanton Star in the middle, I noticed they didn't even model it. I know. But when you warp to Stanton, it's massively off as well. Have you? Ooh! See, this is how you get rid of your ships, chat. Yay. No wreckages on server. Oh, I'm in combat? Wait. How am I in oh, shit. Yeah, the Mantis. Really? Still after this time? Even after a warp? Okay. I need to go back in quickly. Boo! They ganked my ult in the hangar at SS? SS? Oh, Seraph. Well, did you have a crime stat? No. Ah, right, nice. I'll be on shortly. I just gotta get myself out of deep space. I even saw them outside the window. They were waiting like that. Where are you? I could see you inside. Oh shit! Why did it give me the notice then? Ah, boo! I've had to go back in the summer. Corsair and Scorp with Gunner. Ooh. Baby. Where is he? Where are the drugs going? Oh no, it's where are the other drugs going? Corsair's gonna spam missiles. Scorp, not that difficult. Can deal with that. Blap. I have to play it very interesting. I could maybe bait them into shooting at me outside Grim Hex where the guns would shoot them first. SEM buffed in Evo test? No, it's Afterburner was buffed, that's all. They won't do anything to SEM, guys. They'll probably just only sort out, like, how the actual framework works for the IFCS. But I doubt they'll make it any faster and stuff. It doesn't need to be faster. It just needs to be when you use Afterburner, you do certain things and stuff. To other people's wants, obviously, like, you can make SEM go faster, but then you're just adding in more cheese and all that jazz. So we don't want to go back that way. We want to continue on and just making a better game. All right. A Corsair and a Scorpius with gunner. Just the missiles that would be a pain in the ass. But we can do some drag games. Dee 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 dee. I'll quick this and then I'll quickly do a bio break. A Dromi? That's a Dromi then of course, yeah. I'll go into live channel, but I'm gonna quickly take a bio break.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Please visit us again.
I'll be back in the sec. Oh, Andromeda, right. Oh yeah. The thing is though, is the Corsair just has a nasty thing where it can backstrafe too much. Right, I'll be back in like 2 minutes, guys. All right. Hello? You're very quiet. That is perfect, thank you. All right. Come. Mark II getting a boost nerf? It's a small one. But it makes sense. Makes sense to... You can't really have these hornets flying around like they're light fighters and all that jazz, so...
Welcome to the ASOP. Welcome to your insurance claim has been sent. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Are you outside right now?
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Yeah?
Your insurance claim has been sent. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Ah,
Vehicle
yeah, yeah,
select.
yeah,
Your
yeah,
vehicle
yeah,
has been
yeah.
delivered to the following location.
That's good, that's good. Any changes to Backstrafe? You won't see anything change to Backstrafe until 4.0, when we get some adaptation on the IFCS. But even then, it might not be as good. It'll probably take a wee while until CIG get that sort of sorted out. Alright. Cool. Nice. It's good time.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems
Oh, yeah.
online.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Takeoff complete.
Oh.
You are clear to launch.
Alright. You're outside, right? I'm gonna drag to the middle then. Just call me whichever one you're going for first. Yeah.
Docking initiated.
Yeah.
Docking denied. Landing gear raised.
Roger, I got the other one closer here. Maybe looking at you. Don't engage shit. Yeah. Just following me. Let's bring it down, yeah. Yeah, they're asleep. I'm gonna drag a bit more. Yeah. Align to yellow. Go into night mode. Then we'll get ready. We're in the warping. Alright, I'm warping yellow.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now
As soon as you arrive, come into SAM. They might just be ganking people at Grimax. Maybe, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. On that one, go on Pip first, yeah. I'm gonna send one missile in on them.
Lock.
Box is out. Watch out for the secondary ship. I'm gonna send another one on.
Lock.
Stormwind is in there. I'm gonna just keep on this dude here. Actually, let's go on Stormwind. I'm gonna engage on him now. He's close. Yeah, I'm going in now.
Shields hit. Warning, weapon system overheating.
He's just back strafing. I got him. Yeah, they're spamming missiles now.
Bogey.
I'm gonna pull away a bit. Yep. Cool. Keep on, keep on. Yeah, tunnel vision, I got them. One down, one down. Go on the second one. Yeah, keep on whichever one you're on just now. Let me get my shields. Yeah, I'm in them.
Bogey. Shot. Low.
Get my shields now. Right, I'm gonna play with them a bit.
Chop out. Bogey.
Yep.
Bogey. Bogey. Bogey.
I'm on him now. Right. Oh, I see it, yeah.
Shields hit.
I'll need to go nav.
Bogey.
There's mobiles now. Yeah, there's another one now. Even more. I got the warp.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now on.
Ooh, I got the bugs as well. Yeah, what build are you running, by the way?
Bogey.
Yeah, swap out Deads. Yeah. Full Deads. Mm-hmm. I'll bounce. Double bounce here.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Oh dear. Yeah, just make sure you don't get tunnel vision as well. Always watch radar.
Drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Where's Deacon's there?
Quantum drive is
It's free lightnings, Black Gold Saw, and they're just back strafing at full speed and stuff. But it's a trade for trade right now. Again, if I could get them into atmosphere, I'll fucking absolutely wreck them. But I would have to take to Daymar, and it's too risky with the bugs right now.
Quantum drive is now off.
Just let me know when you're ready and I'll meet up with you. Oh, I just got the fucking ammo bug. I literally just fucking said it. Don't want to go to Daymar because the ammo bug, and then the ammo bug got me. Fucking GG, like. Ugh. That's cool, we'll go back out on good mags. I don't count that as a loss, that's not my fault. And they arrived, I think, or they're outside, I don't know. You not seen that? It's a really bad bug in 323. It's why I've not been doing any low-flying Brawl Stars. And watch as I probably end up in prison because of it. Yeah, that's bugs for you. That's bugs. Right, I'm in Grim. That's good. Alright, give me a sec. I'll need to get my ship then. So annoying, like. If CIG don't have this fixed for 4.0, I'll be really fucking pissed off. Because literally Pyro is going to be all about atmosphere combat. Who you got? Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Oops. For 4 point, sorry, for Evil Caddy Zoofer, yeah. A little bit, it's like, to do with boost, basically, not SCM. We won't get the SCM stuff until 4.0. But for example, like a Gladius has a little bit more SCM boost now, like does 520 in Afterburner and stuff like that.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System. Your insurance
3
claim
minutes.
has been sent.
3 minutes. It's weird how you can die a couple of 100 meters off the ground, like you hit the ground. I've died at 10 kilometers in height, Extreme Terror. That was in PTU. Unfortunately, like, 323 has just had this right from the start. And once Evil Catty is a little bit more stable, probably on Thursday, I'll try and test out some atmosphere stuff. It was really good for an Evil patch, Arto. Really good. I managed to test out the Hornet and the Firebird in atmosphere, and they seem to be working correctly again. I tried a little bit of the Persistent Hanger, but when I spawned my Persistent Hanger, it 30k'd, and then I lost my Persistent Hanger. And apparently the workaround right now is to redo your count, and it was just too late. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning at that point. It was just too crazy. I've had that bug with a ship full of cargo, was so great. I know, it's really bad. I've heard nothing from CIG if they've got a fix for it or not. I'll just have to test it in Evil Catty and see how it goes, but that won't be until Thursday, sadly. Alright. Do we just feel Omni? Right.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System. Your insurance claim has been sent.
I'm sure it's been answered before, but are they going to have the ability to choose where Persistent Hanger is located? Obviously it starts off. Right now obviously it's Microtech, Hurston, ArtCorp or Crusader, right? But the idea is that down the line you'll be able to rent, like Grim Hex and stuff like that. It would just be where you have to transfer all your stuff to, you know what I mean? Yeah, you can't move it, but in the future you'll be able to rent other persistent hangars down the line. You're only meant to get one free hangar at the beginning. But I would imagine you're not going to see this until next year, personally.
To the ASOC
I always start at
VODS
Orison
system.
just because it's got all the shops that I need, really, right now.
Your
But I'm kind of
insurance
hoping
claim has
that
been sent. Your
Pyro will
vehicle
be
has been
ready,
moved
you
to
know?
our storage facility. Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered.
But we'll see. They might not allow Pyro start. No, because I just randomly exploded, so atmosphere is a no-go, sadly. You would have to take them to Hurston for a guarantee.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
Watch, because you're flashing red, so the station will shoot at you. Am I? Ugh.
Takeoff complete.
Yeah, all power to shields and bust out.
You are clear to launch.
And
Docking contact received.
I'm just gonna push straight forward.
Landing gear raised.
Thank you, and please visit again.
You want to get Cormac on comms?
Bogey.
No, you just basically have to. You can't invite. You've got to go to information. There's the copy link, and just paste it. Yeah, it's the stop bots, adding bots. dragging me. Drag me. I'll get rolls set up. Yeah, there. Dragged in. I'm gonna walk to Yella. Yeah, I might go to the location where randomly exploded. I think they're bounty hunters. Like, they were following me when I was walking. I'm gonna go to defense. And just watch the height, because the ammo bug. Just don't go low. Imagine Star Citizen release 2027 with today's single server, split shards, able to handle freaking. It'd be kind of crazy. But I'll believe that when I see it.
Quantum drive is now off.
Yeah, I died just slightly out of armature zone. I think I actually died in armature zone. This fucking ammo bug's so annoying. Also, Yella has no comms, by the way. We might need bounce to another place, yeah. I'm gonna warp to OM5.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Yeah, it could just be gankers if
Quantum drive is now on.
But again, even with my bounty comms down, you can still find me. Ooh. So just do it. No, I've got comms. You got helmet on?
Okay.
Interesting. Just gonna say OM1, I suppose. Actually, no, let's try and key him into armature, so, or things. Let's do Hex Research Outpost.
Quantum drive is now on.
What is the F8C that players could get? The F8C is the Lightning. That's who we're fighting in those ships. And the sort of like method that people just use those ships for is they just backstrafe. They've got 8 guns, 4 size 3s, 4 size 2s, 2 size 2 shields. They just backstrafe. This gets changed in 4.0 where they're not going to be able to do it as effectively. And then obviously the F7A is the Mark II Hornet. Don't target me up. Want to know if somebody does. Just have a button to disable auto targeting, by the way. Really? Ugh. Yeah. Alright, bounce to Obi incoming. Yeah, here they come. Lightnings. Two of them. Two lightnings approaching, yeah. We're gonna go for FL primary. Send one missile out on FL.
Lock.
Just go on FL.
Bogey. Shields hit.
I'm gonna push through.
Bogey.
Watch they don't turn on you.
Bogey.
They're still chasing, yeah.
Bogey. Bogey. Lock.
Roger. The other one will be coming in. Yeah, I see him, Let's concentrate on the first one. We've got PZ coming in now and another one. It's a Corsair. It's a Corsair. Go on the F8 right now. Let's down it now quickly before that Corsair spams missiles. Make sure you're pre-racking flares.
Warning.
Pre-rack 5 if you can. Right, I'm gonna go on the Corsair.
ゲットサム
No, you stay on the F8. Stay on the F8. I'm just gonna dust it.
Chaff low. Warning. Weapon system overheating. Warning. Weapon system.
Keep effective on it and just keep chaffing.
Chaff out. Shields hit.
Roger.
Warning. Weapon system overheating.
It's me firing, it's fine.
Warning. Weapon system overheating.
Just carry on that F8.
Warning. Weapon system overheating.
This dude, all he can do is backstrafe these guys. Yeah, I'm getting shot by backstrafing. Fucking these absolute. Yeah, I'm gonna push away. Keep on that F8, guys. I'm gonna drag. Yeah, keep on him. I'm turning. Yeah, that's fine. Get on the Corsair. Splash on the Corsair. Push on the Corsair. Spamming missiles. It does backstrafe, so watch your control. I'm on Corsair now. Just decouple and basically try and push around him. He's dead.
Destroyed.
Good job.
Warning. Weapon system overheating.
Yeah. Good job. Alright, I'm gonna quickly bounce to yellow to get my loot. Warp to yellow. Good job, boys. Good job.
Is now on.
See? Just shows you guys. If you learn to backstrafe and that's all your gameplay is, you get fucked up. Two F8s and a Corsair, and all they can do is backstrafe, and that's it. They have no gameplay apart from that. So long as you don't get baited into the backstrafe, easy clap. And when they sort this out, hopefully in 4.0, these kind of players are really screwed. And that Corsair needs to get fucking fixed, man. It's so stupid. It can backstrafe faster than we can go forward. Just basically holding S, Holgar. That's it. Holding S. And you can't get in front of them because they go faster backwards than you can go forward. You also use 50% less afterburner if you go just backwards because of how the thrusters are designed in this game. But the moment, again, the moment that you don't fall for it, they're just getting mopped up. Because all they do is learn to backstrafe and win that way. Because other people will fall for it. I'm gonna go in really fucking slow this time. Get like synced up and stuff. And it's just annoying. It's just such a stupid fucking system. Yeah, reversing is too fast compared to going forward. So if I run out of afterburner, because I use 50% more afterburner going forward, if I run out of afterburner, they can go backwards faster than I can go forward. Which means that you're always getting shot at by these big guns. Exactly, as that's what I did. I pulled away. When their guy came back on me, I broke away and then the Sofa and Lords just fucking vaporized them. And then because the Corsair decided to change target, I can just come back and kill them. Yo, Alex on YouTube, thank you for the subscription, dude. Again, it's a big thing that players just unfortunately keep learning this backstrafe mentality. And it won't be good for them in the future. Oof, I actually don't see my wreck now, or my body. Oh, I can't get my gear back. Yeah. Corsair spamming 44444. Gotta love it. Oh, my body actually might be underground. I'm gonna go in and land a little bit. Again, CIG just need to let go that backstrafe is a valid thing in combat. And people need to let go with that mentality as well. It's a video game. It's not meant to be the expanse in space. Or, you know what I mean. Let's see if this works.
Landing complete. Takeoff complete.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if my body will pop back up. But I doubt. I think it's just lost gear again. Oof. Roger, roger.
Landing gear raised.
It's very dangerous. However, CIG are going to be changing out how missiles actually work. I would imagine that you're not going to be able to spam 4 missiles at a time very shortly. And obviously that contradicts the Firebird, but the Firebirds can technically be sorted out to maybe where it's allowed to fire 2 instead of 1, for example. But also CIG could just give us more flares, right? So instead of actually doing a change to how missiles operate, they could make it where basically you get like 100 flares per ship, you know? Because, again, people's mentality is they spam 4 missiles. If you spam 4 missiles and they're deflected, that's you 4 missiles down. This is why I teach my guys to only fire 1 missile at a time, because it's more fair for the other player, but it also means that you've got more ammo. If you blow 4 missiles, 4 missiles, 4 missiles and somebody's chaffing, you're just wasting money for no reason. Just because you want that easy kill. And when you're ever versing players that are like that, they're so easy to kill when you get to guns. So the moment that I get close to you and you can't use your missiles, you're fucked. Because you've spent all your time just spamming missiles, and that's the only gameplay loop you know. They're flying around in F8s, they're flying around in Corsairs, they're tanked out of their minds spamming missiles, and the moment that you get dogfighted on, you get shat on. And then when CIG reduce some of these mechanics, they're screwed. It's the kind of player that just won't be able to adapt. Because for years, that's all they know how to do. I do one missile at a time. Yeah, exactly. That's a good way of doing it, Zero Clue. But so many people just spam 444. I've versed so many Firebirds who are spamming 6, and I flare them off and I go, well, you're just down 6 missiles. Because you're impatient. I'm gonna get some height. Comms are on yellow as well, so I think it's just a server lag. What I'll do is actually warp to 0.5 here. Ah, right. Oh, it's an Asian server, right. Oof. You got me on an Asian server, my ping will be through the fucking roof. No. Right. Ah, did you get more in Asia service, do you? Nice.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Didn't you say you wanted to daily drive the Firebird? I do, yeah. I do. But the thing is, I won't be spamming missiles. I'm just gonna come out of rack flares. A little buff and... Oh yeah, because it can finally turn in atmosphere now. Counterpoint, Firebird spam 666 missiles actually have a lot of patience. It takes so damn long. Not if you're slowing in Black Hole, right? So for example, if you don't have a bounty on you, right? Then you can technically stealth up to somebody within about 4 or 5k before anybody notices, which means that at 20k distance, you've got plenty time to rack up 6 missiles and then dump them at 1.5k. So, again, people spamming missiles at far range in the Firebird are doing it incorrectly. That thing should be dumping them at minimum range, not maximum range. But how would you play an F8C at the moment, TDL? Right now, learn to push forward and rotate, not rely on backstrafe. So for example, I'm going to use Sofa here. If you're in a situation where they're just sitting on front of your nose, you can do this, right? And push them into a spiral like this. And you've created distance away from yourself without having to go backwards. And then it's the same again. So what they're doing is, now what I'm doing is, I'm just backstrafing, right? So I'm going backwards, Sofa has to push on me, and I just literally wiggle left and right. That's all they do. Yeah, and I'm not even afterburning, so it's crazy. But again, we'll see what 4.0, because CIG want to bring in different ways of the IFCS working and stuff. Well, repeaters for 324 have been buffed in damage. I would say now Panthers are really fucking good. Because you've got the speed, you've got the range, and you got 20% more damage than you did beforehand. So I'll do a lot, like once it goes to, like PTU, we'll do testing in dogfights. I think that's it. I don't think. Oh yeah, well you also gotta remember they just lost, so in total they've lost 3 F8s and a Corsair to your Hornet. So they're in a massive asset depression right now. And I don't count my Hornet as a loss because that was exploded by a bug in the game, so. You're in the same server? Yeah, or it could have just been a random that turned up, saw that people were dying and went, I'm out of here. Because again, if you're in a third party, right? You don't know who is who and who's on a team. It could be where it's like, oh, it's 6 people attacking 1. Or, you know, when it's like 3 versus 1 kind of thing, and it's the other way around, so. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've got comms redacted just now, so they can't hear your memes. I do it just in case, like, the group was listening on. Alright, I'm gonna go back to Grim Hex, because I need to go and buy some new armor since CIG decided to take it from me. And then I'll probably bounce back to EU. Nice. Yeah, I would actually, like, your choices are the full system that you're talking about just now, or for me, I'm rocking the M5As on the wings. So I'm using 4 size 3 deads, and then the M5As on the wing.
Quantum drive is now off.
Because what I've found is even though like the full deadbolt setup is really good, getting the shields down just allows you to do more damage, and yeah, my joystick's locked up here. Server's going to shit. Should I bring a vulture and clean the dirty met? Nah, they're all full dead. Sorry. I'm gonna find out if the station is gonna shoot me now. All good, all good. We got a little fight. Nice. Oh yeah, just anytime I'm on, if you want to play, just let me know. It's also a good way for content creators to network.
Okay.
You're still flashing red to me, so just watch out so far. The turrets are not looking at you just yet. I'll see if they're turning. If you see something lock you up, that's probably it. But no, they're looking off in a different direction just now. Yeah. Maybe, yeah.
Landing complete.
The thing is with the build that I'm rocking, you just gotta remember you gotta get a lot closer than like a full setup. Oh.
Engines offline.
It's crazy, like they really need to do something about Grim Hex hangars. It's just silly because it nice. I'm alright. They just need to make it where it's like if somebody has like plus bounty hunter, they get shot at or something like that, you know what I mean? It's just so silly.
Welcome to the ASOC
I see what like CIG are
Laboratory
trying to
System.
do with the Grim Hex guns and stuff. It just doesn't work right now. They should just literally disable it. That's true, yeah. Hey, Zayman on YouTube. How you doing, dude? Sorry I missed you. Little fights outside Grimhex and co. You look so expert about ship fighting. Yesterday I pledged a Retaliator with 1 torpedo module front and cargo module in the back on men turret 5 tires. Would you recommend keeping the Panthers? I would keep the Panthers for now, Cav. And the reason for that is, if you go down to the M5As, first of all, you won't be able to fit the 5As. You'll be 4As you'll be able to go on. They have like under 1,000 range. So if you're trying to deflect fighters, you want to have like the best things. So if you want to go cannons, you would use deadlights basically. Because they've got the maximum range, maximum speed, but they've got the lowest damage. And it's the same with Panthers. They have the maximus range and stuff. And I would just generally keep the Panthers on because you want to sort of deflect fighters right now. The biggest issue is that, unfortunately, CIG still have it where turrets on multi-crew ships are not in a good position. So if you've got like 5 people on a Retaliator, it's kind of actually better to have 4 people in fighters and 1 people in a Retaliator. Sadly. That's just the state of the game. And I really want it to change because the 4 fighters will do a much better job than any 4 gunners right now. But obviously in 324, Panthers are getting a buff, guys. So here's a wonderful sheet by Kestrel. And you can see here, if I move myself to there, we have... That should be big enough for you guys, right? Yeah. So you can see here that Panthers in the next patch get obviously just 8 more damage. But it's 20% more damage on top of things. The FL cannons obviously get a 13% increase. Light strikes get a 13% increase, which will actually make these very good for anti-fighter turrets. Active armor is not, it's not in the game, no. Right now, no. So you do have multiple choices. I just wouldn't ever recommend putting MA series guns on because they're actually classed as anti-material cannons. So they do a lot of damage, but they have like really, really bad range. And again, to defend against fighters, you want to be able to hit them at 2k, not at 900 meters, basically. But again, turrets are in a very bad position, sadly. I'm hoping CIG for 4.0 will have some sort of crazy method to make it better for folk. More weapon damage is not what the arrow needed, I know. They do have some interesting changes. Neutron repeaters do look good, yeah, because they're sitting at going up 17%. Attritions are up 15%, which is actually really good if you think about it. Like, 249 is actually a respectable amount of damage on the size 4. That, you know, it's just, yeah. Oh, I should have posted that for you guys, sorry. In case somebody wanted it. Damn. Speed of arrow won't make it any better, 90s. It has to be able to not hit a speed wall, and then the arrow would be amazing. Alright, killed it. Take care. Yeah, Ion is in a very bad state because the biggest issue with the Ion is CIG should have never done anything to the damage in the first place. They should have just made it where the ship can't maneuver as good. That's all they had to do. Balancing the Ion in the Inferno is very, very easy. Give them devastating weapons, just make it where they can't move like fighters. That's it. Make them worse than a vanguard in movement. Boom, you've now sorted it out. They can only kill big ships, they're useless against fighters. CIG's method is not that, unfortunately. Any idea why MSD 44-2 not sold in shops? No idea. To be honest, I don't even know what the hell that is. Do you think we're gonna get MSR rework by 2026? I hope so. Because no joke, I would love to use the MSR, but for me, the MSR just needs a little bit more HP, but it needs a lot more speed. And CIG need to be generous with its afterburner. So it regens its afterburner faster, because it's not a devastating ship. I mean, it's got less damage than a Hurricane if you think about it. It just needs to be fast. It's meant to be a blockade runner. Size 4 hardboards. Oh, they're massively doing changes to missiles, Solid. So I doubt we'll see anything, to be honest, because missiles, EMP, QT, and all these things are meant to be getting changes for 4.0. So they probably just disabled it for now. Because I know a lot of ships don't actually have the ability to, what's the word? Refit their missiles and stuff. It's a runner, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna be bouncing to EU server. Do I have a moderator in chat, please? Moderators? Is there any moderators around? If not, I can do it myself. A sec. Hey, devs. Sorry, I'm already on it. It's all good. Back to work I go. Enjoy work, dude. Yeah, there's a shout out for Lord Comic, guys, who's streaming just now. Helped us out in that fight just previously. I'll do is add him to friend request as well. Don't ban me, please. How you doing, Detox? How's things, sir? But yeah, I would definitely, for Retaliator, stay on Panthers for now. They're about to get buffed. Next patch, we'll see. And, yeah, 4.0 match. go. Fucking Extreme Terror gifting Detox, the freeloader, a sub. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Detox is now subscribed for 32 months. Appreciate that, Extreme. Hey, Blue Manx, how you doing? I got a partner fund because this month marked 4 years as a Twitch partner, but it's a different partner fund. So the clock only goes up until the 30th because I need to basically go, yeah, I got a 20-hour stream to do. I can't do it where people can just keep the hours going, but on Sunday we're starting the timer to go down. It's what people have been farming for, because the donation goal for phase 1, we got 3 phases we need to get through to before SeasonCon, is I'm trying to raise money for the dogs for SeasonCon because it's a lot more expensive than I thought. I got everything else sorted for SitCon, like my Airbnb, travel, all that jazz, but it's like £500-600 for the dogs and some other stuff, so we're raising money for that. So all bits, donations, subs, resubs, extend the time, and obviously donations are going towards the dono goal to try and get a nice accommodation for the doggos for the 4 or 5 days I'm away. But yeah, it's basically like a reverse-a-thon. The timer goes up, it doesn't go down until we actually start, you know, so I can actually dedicate time. Yeah, so basically what we'll do is we're up to just short of 19 hours. If it stayed at 19 hours on Sunday at 12 o'clock is when I normally start. Oh, I don't really stream on Sundays, but we're streaming on Sunday this time. Then it'll just go on for 19 hours or whatever the time is. The timer actually goes up to 48 hours, but luckily I'm not going to be able to do that. It doesn't look like it. Which is good. I mean, my record is 26 hours, but yeah, 18 hours good. We're gonna do some Star Citizen, probably some Helldivers, and maybe this new Chains game that's out. Looks kind of funny. Yeah, one skin, yeah. I don't do any sleeping or pause the timer, all that bullshit. It works for certain people, it works! But, yeah. It's a little cheesy, in my opinion, because you're just doing a normal stream and people are like extending the time. It's like, but he's still just doing a normal stream. And then the sleeping stuff I just don't agree upon because, yeah, fuck having people watch me sleep, like. That's just weird. So no, I'll just do it in one skin. Just make the timer difficult to rise up. Yeah, alright. Ooh.
All systems online.
Oh my god.
Takeoff complete.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. I'm just shitting on Barks. It works for his setup. Again, I can't dedicate that time anymore. You know what I mean? Sleeping is well respected. It is, yeah. Oh, hello. What are the chances? No. A couple of reds, though. Interesting, it's not getting shot. Looking for clever ideas? Again, I like it. Just purely because it allows me to build the timer, but also where I can schedule in a lot easier. But obviously they've got till Sunday to be able to crack up to 48 hours. That was the punishment system. Alright, dude, have fun. See you. I guess we'll go to Hearthstone. We're rolling. Did you manage to get the test on Evil Carry? Detox. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good.
Is now on.
Yeah, they fixed the Hornets for atmosphere. They don't spin around. Same with the Firebird is now fixed. And obviously they've done some changes to the atmosphere, sorry, the afterburners and stuff. I got a thing here. If you want to see some of the weapon changes, that's courtesy of Kestrel. They've also added in the dampening circle again. Some of the weapon changes don't make sense to me? I know. But that's CIG for you, right? At least I'll be able to have a shot of the Firebird. Because for me, I spend all my time in atmosphere, and it's just so bad, like... We're up to 10 likes on YouTube, guys. Appreciate that. Need more hours. More hours. Exclamation mark live if you want to lurk on YouTube for us. I'm excited for the crossbow as well, yeah. If anybody wants that song... Actually, no. That's delayed. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to refresh this every time, it looks like. I need a different system. There you go. Yeah, we're trying to maintain partner detox. YouTube said you've got 30 days to get 4,000 hours to keep your partnership. And we got a lot to go. We got like 2 and a bit. But to be honest, it started off good, getting like 200 hours a day, and it's down to like 50, so it's... I don't expect people to sit there and lurk. We'll get it back. It's just the whole process of applying again, can't be arsed with. I might just not even bother, to be honest, so I can play whatever fucking music I want and not give a shit. Because it's not like I'm gonna make much on ad revenue anyway, so... And then people on YouTube can hear this amazing song. Only Twitchers can. They need to fix the couple wiggle bug now? Yeah. But see, the thing with that, Metatron, is that obviously 4.0 is meant to change the flight again in how the IFCS works, where basically it'll be the strawberry, the egg, or whatever the fuck CIG are gonna call it this time, the pistachio nut for all I give a shit on. Long as they punish backstrafing and they make this speed wall go away, I will be so happy. I can teach you that. If you've got the internet to do 2 things, Detox, I can teach you in literally 30 seconds how to do it. Because that's what I've got right now. I've got no music going to YouTube. I'm running 2 streams off 1 OBS right now. Not restream or anything like that. And obviously when we get .30 patch for OBS, we get AV1 for, well, soon AV1 for Twitch. So at the end of this year, Twitch will allow you to do 144p and 4K. Partners obviously getting it first with the enhanced broadcasting system. I've been beta testing it for the, or it's like closed alpha or whatever it's called. Audio goes through a single mixer. Ugh. You don't have split lines on OBS? Ugh. Ugh.
Quantum drive is now off.
My god. These primitive mixers. We'll do pickers actually first. Hey Zero's Day, how you doing? Isn't it time for your evening nap?
Is now on.
The upside down zero issues? I don't get any issues, dude. With the Rode Podcaster Pro, I don't get any issues, man. I got everything from 2 PCs going through one audio, and the great thing is I can turn off any one of the PCs and still have microphone and audio because the fact that the mixer itself is a separate system. And the community got me that, it's amazing. And then for music, I basically have it going through Spotify, which goes on a separate track, and you just got a little physical fader to make it.
Quantum
That's
drive
it.
is
And you can buy physical faders for like 15 bucks with USB. The only thing is that if you're wanting to split music, I guess it depends on how you're doing it. But for me, I have all the stream stuff as the secondary line basically, and I just split my music in a different system. So I don't have the music going through the podcaster, but everything like comms, mic, game sounds, stream, the fucking audio for like sound files, voice changer, that goes all through the Rodecaster. They just need another virtual line and then it would be fine. Then I could do Spotify, no problem. I mean, I could do a physical fader, but it's like, ugh, can't be bothered. Oh yeah, we need to change
check
this.
fire. Check fire.
The funny thing is, this person has their ship on the server. Yeah. Imagine. Wait. How the fuck did it? How did it die so easily? I only fired a few shots. Maybe I had some physical damage. Alright, time to clean up all the sites. I was able to run Spotify on its own fader on the Go XLR, which turned out good, pretty similar. I would love to have a 6-line version of the Go XLR. See, the thing is though, like the podcaster, you can do, you can definitely do it where like you don't need the Go XLR. But that's the only issue with the podcaster. Everything else is great, it's just really bad for doing the separate the music on Twitch. That's its only downside right now, because they don't have enough virtual lines going out. Plenty going in, you can make it a physical line, no problem. But then you can't separate it on OBS because of that. Which is why Detox is the issue of physical mixer doing everything. You can't separate the lines. I'll do, yeah. But again, all you need is like a 15-buck physical fader, and you can just set it up with OBS, Spotify itself, you know. I don't know how, like, I spent years with, I still use it because, with Voice Meter right now, I just run it for, like, the ability to, so the physical fader, if you set it up to the physical fader, I can't hear it, so I use voice meter, not through any network or anything like that. It's just it's added to voice meter, which then transfers it to my hearing. So you have to use voice meter as a workaround, unless it had its own sort of thing. But that's fine. Again, it's fine because again everything goes in to this thing, which makes it where I've got wireless headset. I have a 65 piano and MIDI input to OBS. So many buttons and knobs. Yeah, it would work.
Check fire.
Where is it? God damn it. There it is. They definitely need to get more icons into this game. It's so bad. I would start using voice meter, program matrix. It's good for certain things. Macroing on voice meter can be very good. It's great for networking, cost effective, all that jazz. All right. Ooh! We got a juicer. Just trying to fucking see where it is. There it is. Oh yeah. We got a runner.
Target destroyed.
They ran. They ran. No, this freelancer could possibly be on the server.
Check fire. Check fire.
Oh, it's not taking any damage. Oh, we need to reverse strafe.
Check fire.
There we go. If we had been too close, we would have probably been desync exploding off
Check
atmosphere.
fire.
Oh god, oh god, really bad. Reverse strafe.
Check fire.
Yeah, it's just derping up desync, man. Oh, this person is. Oh wait, no, no, no. No, it is the. Yeah. That's not taking any damage. Oof. Oof. Wow, look at that fucking work. Oh my god. What a useless fucking system, like. Can we not talk about Free 24? We can talk about Free 24. I just can't show you Free 24. Couldn't if I wanted to anyway, the servers are down. The hype, well, it's Evil Catty. The hype is that the patch was actually surprisingly good for an Evil Catty patch. But there's no hype until it actually works, guys. That's the thing. So, Hornet, Firebird are fixed in Atmosphere, which is awesome. So I'll be able to start using the Firebird for more memes. They've done some weapon changes, some afterburner changes, some flight changes, a little bit. And then obviously we've got the persistent hangers. They were working for a bit, but obviously with the errors and fur decays, it makes it difficult to test right now. No, Pyro won't be in until the end of the year. Pyro comes meant to be in 4.0, which could either be before or after Citizen Con, depending on delays now. Or you been playing Elden Ring? I have a Polaris, so I think it will get a big hangar. Yeah, it'll get a capital hangar, yeah. If you have any ship that's over $1,000, you'll get a capital hangar as a persistent. It's called an XL, and it's ridiculously big. Almost to the point where it's actually shit, because when you're trying to spawn a small ship in an XL hangar, it takes so fucking long. Man, servers are so dead. Dead. Server meshing needs to hurry up. They need to give better bounty hunter rewards. They need more better criminal rewards. Oh! Alright, you're not playing Towers Land. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm looking forward to when we get the Polaris though. It'll be sick. Finally, a capital ship worthy to be launched. I'm looking forward to it because I got an OG one that has a model and everything. I'll be so glad in 3.24 when I don't need to do this certain arc to fucking turn this thing in atmosphere. With it spinning around and all its nonsense. Ugh. You know the worst thing is, I hate how this game forces you to have to fucking press F2. It's so dull, like, I wanna go here. Oh god, it's so bad. CIG need to hurry up with like a voice activation or something. Your scanning ping would give me a seizure? Well, it lets me know when people are sneaking 20 kilometers off me, so I would rather know when people are coming. Again, I've managed to win a lot of 4v1 fights because I've been able to strategize when and who I kill first because of their distance and only because of my ping fucking repeater. Do I know this? And the other day there we took on like Hornet, Gladius, Cutlass and something else. Spamming missiles, and if it wasn't for knowing distances, I would have died. Yeah, definitely a dead server. We might need to go back to Asia. Asia seemed to be the place where they fight and they still do cargo running. I just hate fighting with a really crazy ping. Why not use voice attack to press F2? Because that seems so counterproductive, dude. Moby Glass. Moby Glass. Moby Glass. Moby Glass. Moby Glass. You know? Instead of just doing like that, right? It'd just be better to be like, you know, you bring it up and you say the name and there it goes, you know? Built-in voice system or something. Oof, back to Crusader we go. Hey, like, this is where I can't wait for full persistent, where I could just then land on a fucking Polaris that's chilling on an alt. And there you go. Oh, dude, it's so funny. Have you guys ever seen the guy who crashed into a fucking station because Moby Glass decided to fucking do his own thing. Whilst we're in flight, let's watch this meme. This is why you don't use voice activation stuff for playing this game. It's like when somebody uses missile, they're like, missile, missile lock, missile, 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 flare, 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 flare. Why would I die? It's like people that use touch glass as well, they're like that. I remember Detox used to do that shit. He used to have the fucking touchpad in front. He was like, he was doing this whilst in a fight. And then he'd be dead. Too busy fucking around. Yeah, here we go, here we go.
S proves cruise control. Permission to land.
Permission to land. Moby Glass. Moby
Mobile
Glass.
glass.
Mobile
What
Glass.
the hell are you doing? Mobile glass.
Mobile Glass.
Close mobile glass.
Close Mobile Glass.
Oh, come on now.
Heaven forbid just press
Jesus
fucking F1,
fucking
right?
Christ. S proves cruise control.
Fucking, this is the
Permission to land.
shit.
Cruise control.
Cruise control. Heaven forbid press a fucking
glass.
button. Like, how
hell
lazy
are
of
you-
a fucking
mobile
gamer
glass.
do you have to be?
Close mobile glass.
Close Mobile Glass.
Oh, come on now. Jesus fucking Christ.
And the dude's got dual joystick as well, because it's fucking down there. He's got VR out of his mind in the bottom right corner. And it's just like, you lazy fucking cunt for not being able to press a button on your fucking joystick, like. Yeah, exactly. Fucking lazy gaming, man. And that's why these scrubs will never be able to touch my baldness. Hey, Joe. Well, I mean, if you talk to your fucking AI and you're like, Jesus Christ, the AI is going, I don't have that command, you know? Obviously, a person that's never dealt with dogs. You know when some people are like, I always laugh at this. If anybody doesn't know, I'm a canine behaviorist as a job. Is when people are like, they do 5-digit commands for their dog. So they'll say the name, come here now. You know, and then they'll add something in, please. Please come here now. And the dog's like, what the fuck are you talking about? So you always do 2 codes. Name, to register the code in the dog, so it understands that it's now listening for that command, and then the code would be here. Simple as that. Not come here, please. It's just too much fucking information for no reason. And it's the same shit with people with mobile, like, voice activation. Activate cruise control. It's like, just say cruise. That's it. That's a voice command, not even AI, I know. Have you seen the AI though? Somebody actually built a chat GPT that does the AI with voice stuff, and it's pretty cool. I've got a little bit more time. Let's look here. Star Citizen Chat. I think it was this, right? Star Citizen Chat GPT. Yeah. This is it, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna play Star Citizen with an AI.
Is to end up on the wrong side of the UE.
I think this is the one.
Kochiyamai by providing
No, this is not it. Where is it? Ah, I think this is it. This is it. It does like a fake ATC, basically.
Our way. Why do they have to put the hanger on the inside?
I think this is it.
As soon as possible.
Yeah.
Proceed to Hangar 2 with our defensive
Listen to this.
systems.
Listen.
Alpha 9, this is Baijini Point. We have just detected a hostile presence in the area. We are currently engaging the threat with our defensive systems. We need to get you into a hangar as soon as possible.
ChatGPT is killing their fucking game, but it's kind of cool how the ATC is a bit like.
Great. Bajini Point, Alpha 9, I'm on my way to Hangar 2. Over.
And it basically does a script in the background, which is kind of cool. No, there's a video that actually shows
too hot after coming in.
the. It's something like if you look here, right?
Hey everyone.
Let me just
Get
cut my
ready,
warp here.
because today we're taking gaming and AI integration to the next level. We were absolutely blown away by this concept video of an AI air traffic controller chatting with a pilot. Cool, right?
Watch this. See, because you see down in the bottom right corner, there's the chat GPT, right?
Okay, computer, please initiate jump sequence.
So now it says there, please initiate jump sequence. It does the jump.
Jumping to destination.
Which is kind of cool, right? No training, no configuration needed. It's just basically using the AI to push buttons, right? But
Office, this
also...
is Bravo 6. Can you give me a good trading route, please? Over.
So there's the thing. He says there, trading office, Bravo 6, and this goes Bravo 6.
Bravo 6. I need to know your current position and the type of ship you're operating to provide you with the best trading route. Over.
Now this would be fucking sick in Star Citizen, right? Obviously we need a lot of work,
Trading
right?
office, this is Bravo 6. I'm flying a Constellation Taurus near Lawville. Over.
Now, Nvidia showed off this technology where they've actually got a game that has full voice interaction with AI. Let me just warp here. Obviously, it's the big delay in it, right?
Bravo 6, here's your trading route. Purchase corundum at HDMS Hadley on Hurston and sell it at Reclamation and Disposal Orenthal, also on Hurston. The estimated travel time for the trip is 10.05 minutes.
That's pretty cool.
The profit margin for this trade is approximately 17.3%. Over.
Now imagine that. Imagine it literally tells you like how long it's going to be for your gameplay, plus also how much you're gonna make, all that stuff, you know? It's really cool. Let me just leave it running in the background whilst I'm doing stuff. How much API costs? I don't know like what it would be. Like I don't know about AI stuff enough, but it'd be really cool. Be like, Grim Hex, this is DarkLaw, I need a fucking landing. And it goes, fuck you, you bald bastard, you ain't landing here. Be like, you motherfucker! You know what I mean? It'd be sick. Because CIG could then train it to have like preference and be like, oh yeah, don't ever. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What do we have here? What do we have here? A Corsair? Oh, I got excited. Boo. Alright. We'll clean it up, chat. Let's go to the freelancer first. Get that fucking blinding light away. I think CIG could definitely do it. Again, the stuff, if you ever go and look at the, if you ever look at the Nvidia stuff, their stuff is really, really cool.
Check fire.
This dude has got fucking all power to shields, that's what I like to see.
Check fire.
However, sadly, just abandoned their ship for whatever fucking reasons. It's so annoying.
Check fire. Warning, weapon system.
Warning, weapon systems hot. Hot Gary.
Alright, cleaned up. Yay! Oh, shit. Grim Hex might shoot me now. Whoops.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive.
I forgot about that. Ooh, look how red and juicy that looks. Because Grim Hex has bug guns, because CIG thought it was a good idea to add turrets at Grim Hex without actually testing it out. Not bad, Chip Club. How's things, dude? So we might get shot here. There's a good chance. Let's rack up. Let's see if it targets us at range. Maybe. See, the crazy thing is we can contact ATC, right? Because we're most likely flashy red. I need to sort of hide behind that gun there. Let's get the ping out. Is it gonna fire?
Landing gear deployed.
Oof, oof, the lag. The lag! They're not looking at me just yet, so that's a good sign. Oh, they are moving now. Oh. We're gonna have to do this.
Landing complete.
We're gonna have to fucking move. Oh no, wait. They've not moved yet. We might be good. We might be good. Oh. Pistol. Probably copy and paste. Again, in my opinion, it should only shoot at bounty hunters, I feel. So if you're a bounty hunter and you've completed that mission, I think Grim Hex should shoot at you. That's just my take on it. Because I don't see anyone who's like blue as a bounty hunter should be at Grim Hex. And if they want to have it as a neutral place, then they need to make it where it just doesn't shoot at people unless like close range or something like that, right? But it's also bugged. So again, like you can shoot somebody at Grim Hex, warp around the game for like 6 hours and come back and it'll still shoot you. It just doesn't forget right now, which kind of sucks. And if you swap server, it still remembers that you shot at somebody. So it's just really goofy, not tested well enough, all that jazz.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us.
But to be honest, I think we'll probably leave it there, sadly. We'll leave it there. There's no evil caddy patch either. It's just so quiet in the verse, man. I'll be so glad when we get the what's it called? The open PTU patches and stuff like that. It will be joyful. Anyway, guys, appreciate it on YouTube. Thank you very much to the guys lurking there. It's a bit of a short stream because obviously I started a little bit later and all that jazz. But yeah, I do appreciate everyone on YouTube, and we should be back tomorrow. Make sure you guys get lurking on both platforms, especially Twitch, so you get all the points ready for Wednesday. No, Wednesday. Sunday. And all that good stuff. But yeah, appreciate the guys on YouTube. Alright, that is YouTube off. Yeah, it's like it's gone from 200 hours down to like 21 hours. There's no way we're keeping partner right now. No way. But to be honest, when they gave us 30 days to achieve that, there was no way it was happening. Alright, let's run the daily. Zirsty has won with that majestic beard. Alright, let's see who can raid, chat. Who to raid? Yeah, we're playing with Lord Cormac. Let's go to Lord Cormac. Can I get a raid 1 and a raid 2 in chat, please? And all that good stuff. Appreciate it, guys. Alright. Sending you over there. Alright, I will be back tomorrow, guys. Hopefully be on early. And stuff. We've got Inside Star Citizen tomorrow to watch as well. Hopefully that comes out in time. And I think what we'll do is start straight off on Asia server and see how that goes. But yeah, appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much for all the love, as always. Appreciate to all the extras going towards extending time. It's going to be awesome. And enjoy Lord Cormac's stream. I will see you tomorrow, guys. Pleasure as always. Ship Club, Diffs. Thanks for being here, guys. Sideways. Ulifis. Zirsty. Royal Star Citizen. Zeroku. Thank you, guys. Bloodsucker. Take care. See you tomorrow.